broadcasting of the Ozarks production. Touchdown! This is Osage Indians Football. Time for the pregame show, sponsored by Old Kinderhook on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
And welcome, everyone, to another presentation of School of the Osage High School Sports. I am Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams with our man Wes holding down the camera here, and Chris Boom Boom Cannon back in the studio for us tonight. It is the Old Kinderhook pregame show live in the Kelly's Port Marina press box as the 4-1 School of the Osage Indians host Hallsville tonight for homecoming. Osage coming off a big 48-49 win over California last week. Hallsville coming off a victory over Eldon last week to get themselves into this one. Once again, for the Indians, well, okay, I can't do that tonight, Steve. You can't just say for the Indians. Both teams are the Indians. So for School of the Osage, this is a conference and district game with district implications on the line. Osage currently the #1 seed in this district and looking to keep a hold of top of that so that way they can be the host of districts throughout. Osage with victories over second and third place in the district already. So a win over Hallsville tonight would give them a pretty good grip over Class 3 District 4, Steve.
Yeah, as you said, set #1 here in their district with a 10-point lead. Don't ask me to explain the points. I have no idea what they mean, but I know we're winning by 10. That's a good place to be.
And it got a little hairy earlier this season in the second game against Moberly. Came down to that final game-winning kick as time expired from Brady Clark. But since then, the Indians have looked good, sans that game against Blair Oaks. Osage kind of getting things in order against Eldon and California the last 2 weeks, looking to keep that momentum going here tonight against Hallsville. We're going to take a break as the national anthem gets set to play. We'll come back, get you set for kickoff right here on Cool 102.7 Sports.
Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. I want to tell you about our award-winning collision repair department. We can repair any make or model and make it look like new. Our staff is second to none and works hard to get you back on the road as fast as possible. We offer free transportation for your convenience and peace of mind during the repair. Come see us today for all of your collision repair needs at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett. ShopHewlett.com.
Shop Hy-Vee for a week of smile-worthy savings. Get a 6-ounce Hy-Vee yogurt, any flavor, for 39 cents each. Gatorade sports drinks are 5 for $5. And wake up to the smell of Hormel Black Label Bacon. A 12-ounce package is $3.77. There are more savings with your Hy-Vee Perks card and digital coupons. Shop Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Springfield.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
Dooley Red Door has been a trusted name around the lake area for dependable and quality garage doors. Our business is continually growing, and we are looking for motivated, energetic individuals to join our team. With an outstanding reputation, Dooley Overhead Doors needs more installers that are trustworthy, have reliable transportation, can pass the drug test, and help build our company here at the lake. Please send your resume to dooleydoors@socket.net or call 573-348-4399.
Yeah. This is Anna Marie Hopkins with Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. Now is the time to make the smarter move, and let me help you with your real estate needs. Whether you are buying or selling at the Lake of the Ozarks or anywhere in mid-Missouri, call me, Anna Marie, at 573-544-3587. I can prove there's a smarter move.
Anna Marie Hopkins. She can prove there's a smarter move.
This school season, get on your game at the UPS store in Osage Beach, next to Deerberg's. They print it all. Invites, books, promos, cards, and ship it anywhere. Military and small business discounts.
Totally.
Package pickup.
For sure.
Open 7 days a week. Proud supporters of the Osage Indians, Hamilton Lakers, and Lake Second Home owners. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Visit theupsstore.com and look for Osage Beach or call 573-365-6991.
Let's get back to the action of Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in the Kelly's Port Marina press box for the Old Kinderhook pregame show as the School of the Osage Indians get set to take on the Hallsville Indians here tonight. Again, Osage coming off a big win last week over the California Pintos, and Osage really getting it done on the ground, Steve. Maverick Trusty going to the air 5 times throughout the course of the evening. Didn't really need to use the passing game for the win. It was Osage getting it done with their defense and with the running game last week against the Pintos.
Yeah, the star of the night last week was, of course, Drake Williams, looking for a breakout game, and he had one. What'd you say, 155 yards on the night? So and we were just looking for him to have a special night. We know when he get in on the edge and turn that corner up the field, good things are going to happen for Osage, and that happened several times. And by the way, Drake Williams voted Mr. Osage.
Mr. Osage.
Which is, I guess, equivalent to like homecoming king, although, I don't know, maybe someone would disagree with that, but that's kind of what I'm connecting it to.
Well, let me ask you something, Steve. Would you rather be a king, or would you rather be Mr. Osage?
Well, I'm well beyond both of those, I suppose, but
you're barely Mr. KQUL broadcast.
And by well beyond, I mean like high school is way in my past.
Oh, I thought you meant people wouldn't vote for you.
Oh, that may be true as well.
All right, so Drake Williams got Mr. Osage, the equivalent of the homecoming. And, of course, tonight is homecoming for School of the Osage, which might mean a bit longer of a halftime, as we'll have to coronate a Mrs. Osage, right?
Homecoming queen, I
They'll
think
get
is what
married, and, they don't. Holy homecoming matrimony tonight as Mr. and Mrs. Osage.
So many Osage families came together just that way.
They did. There's a good crowd here tonight. And listen, Steve, we'd be remiss, and we might as well get it out of the way early here so they don't have to listen until the very end of the broadcast. But we have been spoiled this season by the parents of the School of the Osage football boys as they do a big tailgate here, and they bring some great food around to us. We've talked about it on the air a few times. I made the mistake, Steve.
Be careful. Be careful.
I made the mistake last week. I was just in passing said, I put in a request for there to be Mexican food. And apparently when I did that, the text immediately went out to their group chat and the change was made. And I kind of feel bad that I forced their hand and forced them to make the change, but my goodness, they called us over tonight. It was great.
But you are not alled to mention any food groups tonight.
I said, we got our plates, and on the way back, I said, I'm not doing that again. But boy, would some brick oven pizza be great? But
I thought you might drop sushi out there. Let's just come with some really challenging.
We got some filet mignon. A guy like myself, you're more aligned to probably catch if they just had like cans of tuna and beefaroni. Boy, I would just be set. Some
cheese and crackers,
some
baby.
Chicken patties.
Hey, our camera person here is a big fan of Lunchables. He is obsessed with Lunchables.
Listen. Crackers are just edible plates, my friend. Just stack it up on there and eat it while you got it there. So we just want to say thank you to those parents. Like I said, they have gone above and beyond taking care of us and giving us plates of food before the game. And it just kind of goes to show, I don't think that it's a testament to you and I, Steve. I think it's more of a testament to this group of parents and this community that comes together like this each and every week and what they do. And, yeah, I just wanted to take this time to say thank you. I know you guys are listening now or going to be listening, and it means a lot. And, it just feels awesome to be a part of this community, especially coming together tonight on a night like homecoming and seeing this crowd here. This has been a pretty good season for Osage so far. And, Steve, I have a feeling that it has a chance to be something really special.
Hey, they're just so generous, and I want to tell you, the meal we had tonight, I would put up against any Mexican restaurant in the area. It was just absolutely outstanding, and just the hospitality and the warmth and the friendliness, and just that's one of the things I really like about this gig is just the feeling you get of being a part of the Osage community, and just again, I tell you, here's what I've learned: when you get the opportunity to say good things about people's kids. They really appreciate that.
Yeah,
and
they like that.
So I love that about getting to be on the air and just say good things about these young men here during football season, later in basketball season. It's a great ride.
We are here at the Old Kinderhook pregame show live in the Kellysport Marina press box. Let's get you set for Hallsville and School of the Osage. Let's take a look at Steve's tale of the tape coming into tonight. Both schools are Class 3 District 4. Steve, what else do you have as far as these two teams are concerned?
Hey, I have two teams where Osage has gotten the best of the Hallsville Indians here for about the last 3 years. Overall, the record, Misha has it reaching back about 13 years. We have one up on them, 7-6 in the history of that. But here last year, they won 5 games. We won 8, and they've won. They're going 2-3 right now. So they're a team looking for some success, and they would like nothing other than to pull the upset win here tonight. But we are definitely projected to get the convincing win here. If you talk about the one common opponent we have is Eldon. We beat Eldon 50-12, and they also beat Eldon 43-33. So I'll say that I think if you compare our opponent tonight to who we saw in California and Eldon, I think we're going to have a tougher opponent tonight.
I think so too.
I think they'll maybe be a test for our defense tonight.
Yes, I agree. And Osage, last week we talked about it, getting it done on the ground. The rushing attack has really been a focal point since week 1, but it's not just been one person getting the job done, Steve. It has been the force of a two-headed monster for School of the Osage. And look at these stats if you're watching on MoSportsZone.com between these two running backs. And you can see this two-headed monster here with the number of rushes, the yards. Well, you like that graphic?
Where'd you get that thing?
That's homemade, believe it or not. I made that myself,
If
Steve.
you're only listening on the radio, you're missing a special treat right here. I don't know what that Sesame Street monster was called, but
it was a two-headed monster.
Two-headed, twin-looking Siamese monster with the heads of Brock Arrowwood and Drake Williams, complete with the horns there.
Yeah.
I like how you...
Well, I couldn't edit that out. I'm not that good at editing just yet. But yes, Arrowwood comes into tonight, 63 carries. Drake has 62. And then look at the yards, folks. Just 16 yards apart for these two running backs. 434 on the ground for Brock Arrowwood. 418 on the ground for Drake Williams. 6 touchdowns for Brock. 4 for Drake, and it was Drake Williams, as Steve mentioned, that was our Mills & Sons Insurance Player of the Game last week. 9 carries, 155 yards, put it in the end zone twice for School. 48 the win over California.
I think I was Williams.
That was of two Mr.
And there you conjoining.
Was it put that back? Work, so it's at least 4.5 work right there, Steve. Took PTO to that.
What's special?
The books were about to get this one started.
You're a master at that. I was really trying to tune in and watch the coin toss and see who, and you just distracted me.
The master,
your conjoining word. You distracted me.
On the master.
Wes, did you get who won the toss there? What's going on?
No, he just the camera pointed at it. That was all. And again, you can find this broadcast live online at MoSportsZone.com or on YouTube. Search MoSportsZone on there, and it's underneath the live tab. You can find other local games, including Camdenton, Eldon and Versailles, and Bolivar on there. I think that touches on all of them. So lots of local area sports on there. Or you could go to the KQ just as we deal with.
Practice your own commentary.
And then record yourself and send it in.
Are you trying to replace me? I feel like that's what's going on. Hey, Hallsville has one play they really, really like here, and that's the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, calling his number an awful lot.
Breaking the 40-yard line here, about the 39.
Getting that first down, and Hallsville kind of marching down the field. This drive started at their own 37, and now they're at the Osage 39.
5 straight runs here for Hallsville. Not getting fancy, not throwing the ball through the air at all. We'll see what happens in this next play.
Yeah, doing a good job of getting blocks up front, Steve, and really kind of springing him into that linebacker secondary level. 1st and 10 at the 39 for the Indians. 4 wide receivers out for Hallsville. Man in motion pre-snap, and he'll take the handoff going right to left. And there it is once again. Just every run getting into the second level right now for Hallsville. And instead, it's setting them up with second down and manageable. Whenever you go in second down and 3 or second down and 4, it makes picking up those yards pretty easy.
What's going to force us into a situation of just making some adjustments, putting some more defenders in the box there. And, of course, maybe that opens up the passing game a little bit for the Hallsville Indians. We'll see what we can do.
8:15 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Hallsville got the ball first. They're marching down the field here against this Osage Indian defense. 2nd down and 3. Takes the snap, calls his own number. Getting pulled down from behind. Good hit, good pursuit. Just a gain of about 1, and that will set up 3rd down and short for Hallsville.
Caden Langelier busting through the line, putting a stop to that play. Great job by the young man. So we're getting that to, the 31-yard line?
And this is they probably don't have a kicker like Brady Clark, so this is probably 2-down territory for him. 4 wide receivers out for Hallsville here, but we've seen the quarterback call his number to run quite a few times. Takes the snap, and he will keep it. And I think he's going to get just enough. Needed 2, got 3, and that's going to be another first down for Hallsville as they continue to move this ball down the field.
Spotting the ball, we'll say, at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, 1st and 10 here, 7:25 left to go here in the first quarter.
That's the second 3rd down conversion on this drive. So, again, just effective running the ball. Still no passing at all here. Just driving right at the gut here and forcing Osage to make some adjustments.
Yeah, got to get a defensive push up front right now if you're this Osage defense. 2 wide receivers outright for Hallsville. Takes the snap, and it's a keeper to the right side. And another pickup of 5 on 1st down to set up 2nd down and manageable.
Spotting the ball about the 23-yard line.
I think that's Landon Cunningham out there as the quarterback. Just a junior for this Hallsville team.
Well, we're going to have to find an answer for Landon here.
And this is the recipe to beat School of the Osage. This is what we saw Moberly do in the second game in that first half. Just keep the Osage offense off the field.
A little confusion here in the Hallsville backfield.
Yeah, and they take
calling
a
the
timeout.
timeout.
So they take a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 6:17 left to go in the first, tied up at 0, but Hallsville driving. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Where'd you get that grin? Right above your chin.
Hey folks, Joey Hom from your local Andy's Frozen Custard. Exciting news. Pumpkin pie concretes and delicious s'mores jackhammers are back. In-house baked pumpkin pie and the awesome honey-made graham crackers, hot fudge, and marshmallow jacks. You're gonna love them.
With a smile at Andy's, top your day. With a smile at Andy's, top your day.
Let's get back to the action of Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
6:17 left to go here in the first quarter. Osage taking on Hallsville for homecoming, and Hallsville got the ball first and has already taken about half the time off the clock here in the first quarter with their drive as they march their way down the field. They have yet to go through the air, everything on the ground, and they're just kind of getting runs and chunks right now. 5, 6, 4 yards apiece or so.
9 plays, 41 yards, all runs.
2 wide receivers out left. This handoff goes to the right side. Good hole over there. Now trying to bounce it to the outside. But a good hit made over there by Arrowwood. Brings down the runner. Sets up 3rd down and short.
Ball right at the 19-yard line, it looks like.
Just inside the red zone. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Hallsville. But again, they're just getting that good push up front right there. Good hole on the right side. Then the running back trying to bounce it to the outside.
And I don't know why they wouldn't just call another quarterback keeper here, because we have not stopped that play yet on this drive.
Checking their watches.
How many?
It looks like.
How many Hallsville Indians have some kind of play chart or list on their wrist there? All their skill players, it seems like, are looking at it.
And there that quarterback draw is into the pile. Referee not moving. And now he's right at the 1st down marker. Looks like it will be enough for another 1st down on this drive.
Ball at the 18-yard line.
Depends on where it's spotted here.
Have not moved the chains yet. There we go.
1st down. So 1st and 10 inside the red zone now for Hallsville as they continue to move.
3 for 3 for 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Yeah, and that's tough. But again, you put yourself in a position for success if you can make it 3rd down and 1 instead of 3rd down and 7 or 8.
Yeah, you're right. Got to get the early stop here on 1st or 2nd down. Force them to a 3rd and long where maybe they have to consider putting the ball in the air. And I really think that's a strength of our defense is pass defense for sure. We got to make that happen though. 2
receivers out left for Hallsville. Snap taken. Quarterback keeps this one. Hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down immediately.
I'm trying to figure out if that was Big Charlie Crocker. Who was in there?
I think it was Langelier, number 75. So that'll be 2nd down and 10. And there's that 1st down stop you were talking about, Steve. That sets up 2nd down and long. Now we'll see what Hallsville wants to do in this situation. Clock is running, though. 4.5 minutes left to go in the first. School of the Osage yet to touch the football in this game. 4 wide receivers out left for Hallsville.
Oh, ball on the ground.
Fumbled snap and then immediately hit and brought down for a loss. So trying to take off before he got it was Cunningham. And he picks up the ball, but he's brought down. Now they're outside the red zone at the 21. So 3rd down and 13 coming up for Hallsville on this one.
Hey, and that's the stop we needed here to set up the scenario we want here. 3rd and long. They've converted all 3 of their 3rd downs, but they've not faced this situation yet.
4 wide receivers out right, 1 wide receiver left for Hallsville. Play comes in from the sideline. 3:45 left to go in the first. Cunningham takes the snap, looking to throw. Looking for isolation out on the left side. A lot of contact. And the pass is completed, and the touchdown for Hallsville. That's Jack Stockamp coming up with it. It looked like either the contact caused Dubs to bobble or he just lost his footing over there, and Stockamp winds up being open in the end zone for a touchdown for Hallsville.
Yeah, I didn't see, I was looking at a different part there. I didn't get to see what exactly happened. When I was looking up, Dubs he's stumbling. He's trying to keep from going to the ground, receiver wide open. Something led to that for sure.
Now a 2-point conversion here, trying to set something up back the other way, and they get it wide open in the end zone. This is Abe Rhodes coming up with it. And that'll make it 8-0. So Osage finds themselves in a hole here after the first defensive possession. 3:30 left to go in the first. We'll come back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
KQUL, Lake Ozark.
Rock Island Insurance, the pro team for your insurance needs. At Rock Island, they keep you on track with coverage you can afford for home, vehicle, property, casualty, and life. Juke the big hits. And let Rock Island Insurance block the way when it comes to your insurance needs. A proud supporter of our Osage Indians. Look them up online and Facebook. Rock Island Insurance, keeping you on track.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Osage Indians football. Back to the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
3:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Hallsville gets the ball first, drives it down the field, takes 8.5 minutes off the clock, and then puts it in the end zone, gets the 2-point conversion, makes the score 8-0. Steve, what do you have on that drive there?
14-play drive, 64 yards. 13 of those 14 plays were runs, or maybe one of those was going to be a pass, and they They bobbled the snap at 43 yards in on the ground, but then had the one completed pass in the end zone for 21 yards and the converted touchdown, and then the two-point conversion. Now we have flag on the field here, getting ready for the kickoff. Osage not having a lot of here left in this first quarter.
Too many men on the field for Hallsville.
Hey, that is the kind of thing that just drives coaches crazy.
It's easy to say when you see the coach down there going crazy.
You know who's on what team, right? Just get out there and go and be ready. Somebody's a little confused there. It's either, I don't know whose error that is, but that'll drive you crazy.
Kick is away, and it is a short one, going to be fielded by Robert Dubbs right around the 40-yard line. Now trying to get to the outside, gets a block over there from Turnier, going to be near midfield and past midfield as he gets knocked out of bounds. So good field position here for School of the Osage on their first possession of the night. Let's take a look at some of the offensive starters for the Indians, including the offensive line for School of the Osage that has done some good work the last couple weeks, springing some big runs for School of the Osage. Grant Wilson, Landon Robbins, Nathan Grohl, Smitherman, and Crocker, with Robbins and Smitherman both picking up Tomahawk Chop Steak Block of the Game nominations last week. Handoff's going to go to Arrowwood, going right side, now cuts back in. Keeps his legs churning near the first down marker. And I think he's got it, Steve, for a Pacific Pools first down.
Yeah, that drive starting just across midfield at the 49-yard line, and he makes it right to the 39. Nice run by Arrowwood, and a little pressure on Osage here to answer with this drive after they eat up almost the entire first quarter and get that two-point conversion to go up 8-0.
Maverick takes this snap, hands it off Drake Williams, right side. Now cuts back in, breaks one tackle, keeps his legs going, trying to fight through another. And it'll be about 2nd down and 5 after a good run from the Mills & Sons Insurance player of the game from last week.
Spot the ball at the 44-yard line, and first couple plays, Osage saying, hey, you ran the ball, we can do the same right back at you.
Unfortunately, that makes the clock run a little bit faster. This first quarter winding down to a close already. 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first. Trusty back in the pistol with his two running backs next to him. One wide receiver out, but Arrowwood's going to get the ball left side. Good block on the edge. Now Schreiman gets him a block downfield inside the red zone. Stiff arm out. And he's brought down, but it's another Pacific Pools first down.
Spotting that ball at, I'm trying to see where we're going to put it, maybe the 16-yard line here.
Good block on the edge from Drake Williams, and then Schreiman, a great block out there on the outside, and then Arrowwood took care of the rest, got inside the red zone, makes it 1st and 10 for Osage at the 16.
Gain of 28 yards there on that previous carry by Arrowwood.
2 men in motion, left or right. Maverick takes the snap, hands this one off to Arrowwood once again. Stutter step behind the line of scrimmage. And then hit after a few yards. Knock back, forward progress will give him about 3 or 4 there.
Spotting the ball at the 13-yard line.
Make it 2nd and 7. 1:43 left to go on the clock. Clock is running here in the first.
3 consecutive there first downs before. That's the first time they've kept us from gaining 10. We'll take that.
8-0 on the scoreboard. Hallsville out in front here early on. Osage driving to answer. Maverick takes a snap, hands this one off Drake Williams, right side. Now trying to get to the outside. Stiff arms, one tackler, stays on his feet, keeps the legs churning, and I think he might be close to a first down on his own. Tough to tell over here on this side of the field. Going to be awful close. Think it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for School of the Osage.
Spot the ball, maybe, I think, the 12-yard line here. And that was a lot of Drake Williams right there. He had people right in his face from the beginning, and you're right, just an effective use of the straight arm there and some speed getting him down the field. So 3rd down.
Quick snap goes to Arrowwood up the middle. He's pushing the pile, trying to move towards the end zone at the goal line. We'll see what the call is. It's going to be just short, and it's going to be 1st and goal right at the 1-yard line.
Gain of 11 on there. First 3rd down conversion for the Indians. 1st and goal, as you said, from the 1. That's a good place to be.
Clock continues to run, coming up on 1 minute to go here. Osage down 8-0. Hallsville looked good on their first drive. Osage trying to respond. Maverick takes the snap, hands this one off to Arrowwood, up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Osage. Brock Arrowwood.
Not a single pass on that drive. Osage doing what's working for him, and why try anything else? 7 plays, 39 yards here. All runs.
And now because they went for 2 and got it, you kind of put yourself in a situation where you feel like you have to respond in that way. So Osage will come out for the 2-point conversion. Maverick takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, looking for Butler in the corner, and gets him. Tippy toes in. 2-point conversion good for School of the Osage. Ties this one up at 8. 47 seconds left to go in the first. We'll take a break, come back with kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
When all that's between you and the highway is a 6-inch patch of rubber, it's critical that you trust the care of your vehicle to someone who knows how important family is. Locally and family-owned, Sunset Tire and Service, with the best facility at the lake, wants to be that trusted partner. Competitive pricing, centrally located across from Lowe's off Business 54, the latest technology, large inventory of tires, plus a knowledgeable sales staff. They're family, treating you like family. Sunset Tire and Service.
This is Osage Indians Football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
A short field set up by the Robert Dubs kick return after the penalty on the kickoff on Hallsville. And what's the drive summary look like, Steve?
Yeah, 7 plays, 49 yards, all runs, and averaging 7 yards a carry. We'll take that for the night if we can keep that going.
And then Osage hits the 2-point conversion. Colt Butler in the end zone from Maverick Trusty ties this one up at 8:47 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And we talked about how this had every chance to be a shootout between these two teams. 2 really good offenses on the field. Osage's defense going to have to step up and get a stop.
Colt Butler, boy, he's kind of the secret weapon for Osage here. Never know when he's going to pop up, but he makes good things happen when he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, boy, we got a problem here.
Yeah, big return out to the outside, and then Brady Clark makes the hit, but keeps the legs churning, and then that's going to be a late hit over here on the sideline after the return from Lawson Burks. So the hit knocked him out of bounds and then kind of turned and
continued and threw him down to the ground. We won't say the young man's name, but definitely drew the flag just from the continued action there. Didn't recognize that he was out of bounds. Nice pop by Brady Clark there, but couldn't bring him down. So that's going to give them real short field. Not what we wanted, especially when you add this 15-yard penalty to the return.
Yeah, after the way the offense looked on the first drive, you don't want to get in a situation where you're just giving them free yards. So their drive will start at the Osage 31-yard line here. 37 seconds left to go in this first quarter, tied up at 8.
And I expect to see a healthy dose of what we saw in that first drive. Quarterback keepers, hand it off occasionally. And, I think the only reason they pass the ball is if they have to or if they just want to catch us by surprise. But we've got to find a way to stop the rush here.
I think they throw to the end zone right here, Steve. Quarterback keeper, and now immediately hit and brought down. That's Jaden Wilkes making that hit. And then wrapping him up and bringing him down. And Steve Cunningham a little slow to get up after that, and he was drilled. Nice, just great form from Wilkes on that hit. Caught him right around the chest and brought him down.
Yeah, the Cunningham, you say that's the quarterback's last name. He was able to miss the tackle right off the bat. Mm-hmm. Then Wilkes was right there to clean up.
And I think seeing Cunningham get up as slow as he did, Hallsville decides to just go ahead and let the clock run out at the end of the first quarter. So we'll take a break. Osage Hallsville tied up at 8 here after 1 quarter of play. We'll come back with the second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community. So you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to the action of Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Wes holding down the camera for us, and Chris Cannon back in the studio after one quarter of play. Hallsville and School of the Osage tied up at 8. Hallsville with the ball, 2nd down and 11 coming up from the 32-yard line to start this quarter out. 4 wide receivers outright. They like to give you a lot of different looks, Steve. They like to spread it out and then let the quarterback move. And a little bit of motion pre-snap right there.
Speaking of movement.
It's a false start. If you thought that start was real, you're wrong.
It's false.
It's false.
It's a fantasy start.
That'll make it 2nd down and 16 now. So Hallsville put in a 2nd and long situation, which on their first drive of the night, we saw them get in 3rd and long, and then they threw the 21-yard touchdown to Stockamp. Everyone checking their watches. Sync your watches now. Cunningham rolls out to the right, looking to throw. Looking downfield for his man. Arrowwood jumps the passing lane and comes up with the interception. Now looking for blocks downfield. There's a flag on a block down the field. And then Arrowwood absolutely drilled as he comes down the field, knocked out of bounds. But Osage going to come up with that turnover and get it. Beautiful job by Arrowwood coming up with that one, but a block and an illegal block of some kind on his return is going to set up 1st and 10 deep in their own territory for the Indians.
Hey, and I think that's the risk you run when you throw against such a talented squad. I just think our pass defense is pretty elite here at the high school level, and Arrowwood is one of the example of that. He looked like the receiver out there.
Yeah.
He really looked more open than the Hallsville Indian, and we got
legal block in the back.
So that's going to back us up a little bit, going to take away that return by Arrowwood, but just a beautifully played ball there defensively, bringing it back. And that's, again, you got to question the Indians here. I'm talking about Hallsville. Things were working for them, running the ball,
ground,
quarterback keeper, let's get fancy here, let's throw it through the air, and now they're paying the price.
It's 2nd and 16, I get it, but like you said, they got runs at a premium and have got big chunks at times. We saw the offensive lineman on that last Osage possession. Let's take a look at the skill players for School of the Osage. Maverick Trusty, the quarterback, 3-year quarterback for School of the Osage. Brock Arrowwood, Drake Williams, Schreiman, who had that big game 2 weeks ago, Butler, and Ethan Wall, all making plays for this Osage offense. And now the offense back on the field. Maverick takes a snap, hands this one off. Drake Williams, right side, stutter steps, now looking for a block, cuts back in, spins, and all that just to say he got a yard. But a lot of movement out there from Williams, just couldn't quite turn it into anything.
Osage starting this drive at their own 16-yard line. Williams works really hard, as you said, to get them to the 17. Both defenses kind of making some adjustments here. They kind of took it on the chin. Their first possession, they're trying to rebound here, make their own impact on the game.
2 wide receivers out left for Osage. Maverick takes the snap, looking to throw now. Quick out, trying to get it out to his man just over the hands of Butler. And I think Butler got a pretty good attempt at it, just could not reel that one in. Good defense there from the Hallsville secondary, but Maverick put it in a spot where only Butler could come down with it. A beautiful throw, and Colt just unable to bring it in.
Yeah, because it really was defended well, I thought. Colt was covered well, and if that ball is thrown just a little bit off, he was in position to intercept that ball. So
and do something even worse with it, take it back to the house.
It would have looked like a pick six for sure. So the fact that Trusty placed that ball just where it needed to be was, sometimes those things don't show up in the stats, but makes a difference.
3rd down, Maverick rolls out, now gets it out to Ethan Wall. Wall going to have to break a tackle and does so to pick up the Pacific Pools 1st down and keep the chains moving for the Indians. A big play on 3rd and 9. It results in a 1st down from Ethan Wall from Maverick Trusty. 11:04 left to go here in this 2nd quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. Osage 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. After the Arrowwood interception, and that 1st down, they keep it going here. Maverick takes the snap, hands it off. Drake Williams, left side. Edge was just not quite set out there, and then he had 2 guys he had to beat on the inside, unable to get a step from either of them. Sets up 2nd down and 10. Clock running, 10:30 left to go here in the 2nd. Score tied up at 8. Hallsville 8, Osage 8.
So on this drive so far, Hallsville seeming to make the adjustments they need defensively to make our run game just a little slowing down a bit here.
Now it's going to be Arrowwood cutting to the outside, cuts back in. and just unable to really bounce to the outside like these running backs are both wanting to right now. We don't see Arrowwood do a lot of his damage out on the exterior. He likes to come up in between the A gap and B gap, really do a lot of damage there. It's Drake Williams we see bounce to the outside, but really Hallsville doing a good job on this drive, not letting either running back bounce out right now.
Yeah, 3rd down and long, and that's what, as a defense, that's a win for you.
3rd and 8, under 10 minutes to go in the second. Maverick rolling out to the left. Now going to fire this one out, and that one, should have been intercepted.
Woo!
Out of the defender's hands. As Maverick tried to thread the needle there between 2 receivers. And it almost results in a turnover. And instead it's going to be 4th down, and Osage will have to kick it away. So both defenses come up big on the second possession of the night for each team.
And to be honest, it should have been intercepted,
It should have
right?
been, yes.
I mean, he was just, in the perfect position, had his hands on the ball, and just dropped it. So little things like that make the difference. We're able to come down with the interception. However, it doesn't result in points. We're putting the ball away.
Hallsville has no returner back. They might be looking to get a block of some kind here. Maverick back to kick it. Snap is back to Maverick, and he kicks it away. And it's going to take a bounce and go out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. And my biggest pet peeve coming true right here is those referees have no idea where that ball went out of bounds. How does that guy know? He keeps moving. He was up there, and then
These guys are trained. They are experts.
I would like to see that class course. Show me the syllabus for that class, Steve.
Hey, we can sign you up, man.
Dude, that would
make it happen.
I would come in on the highest horse that you've ever seen. Like, I would just be riding a horse, a very tall horse.
Well, you have a horse.
I got 4 of them. One of them's pretty tall. The other 3 are just
When's
fat.
the last time you rode one of your horses?
I rode one here to the game tonight. I ride one to a game. I ride one to the game every week, Steve. I'm surprised you don't see me.
I don't.
I got it hitched up out here right outside the...
I noticed you smell funny, but I haven't seen your horse.
That's unrelated. 1st and 10 for Hallsville at the 48. And quarterback's going to keep this one, trying to get to the outside. Hit made on the exterior, and I think he's going to lose yards on that one.
Yeah, spotting it here, it looks like the 49-yard line, so they're losing 1.
Be 2nd and 11, right near midfield.
Boy, just the tenure of this game, the feeling the game has really changed here. Both offenses just coming out with long, sustained, successful drives here, and now the defenses are getting stingy.
Yeah, both defenses have come together and conjoined to make stops.
Ding, 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 ding. Word of the night.
4 wide receivers out right for Hallsville. Now they're rolling out that way. Has him in the flats and just throws it short, incomplete, sets up 3rd down and long now. He had him, the receiver just kind of sat down in that zone. Cooper Quintana, a junior. And Quintana just sat there in that zone that Osage was playing, wide open. Throw came out, and it just bounced in front of him.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job of kind of flooding this side of the field with receivers. I think they had 3 over here, and so easy to find an opening when that's the case, but you gotta throw and catch the ball.
8:47 left to go here in the second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. Both teams tied up at 8. 4 wide receivers out for Hallsville. Play comes from the sideline. Steve, sync your watches now. And you know what? Watches unsynced, timeout taken.
Hey, if you're listening on the radio, that doesn't make any sense.
No, because So if we have to explain it for those who can't watch it on MoSportsZone.com or YouTube, it seems like every player on this Hallsville offense has the little wristband that has the plays on them. So the call comes in from the sideline, and it's just a number or a sign of some kind, and then they all look down at their wrist at the same time to get the play. And so it just kind of looks funny when the whole offense for Hallsville looks down at their wrist at the exact same time.
I think they have something. Next week, could we do that?
I think we should.
The 3 of us here, Wes and I.
Chris calls in the play, and then we all look down at our watches.
I like it.
Watch sync.
We'll take anything to help us, right?
Anything we can do to make this an award-winning broadcast.
Oh, do you mean keep it an award-winning broadcast?
Well, I'm the defending 7-time play-by-play Osage Caller of the Year. You, on the other hand, have some work to do, Steve.
I'm working on just a whole different category.
I've seen it. And we'll see that tonight at Homecoming's halftime. Steve's flaming baton routine.
I thought it was Wes's flaming
whatever.
baton routine.
4 wide receivers out right here on 3rd and 11. Hallsville rolls out. Now here comes the blitz, trying to throw over the middle. Has his man, takes a step back, now past the first down marker. And that'll be 1st and 10 coming up for Hallsville.
And a 35-yard line of Osage, gain of 14.
Another big 3rd down conversion for Hallsville, though. Osage unable to get them off the field right there.
And after that interception, just, kind of showing no fear here, still throwing the ball out. Of course, in that position, 3rd and long, they kind of had to do that to get the conversion.
And they're kind of just sitting against this Osage zone. Osage doing a good job of taking it away, but now Hallsville responding in turn. 1st and 10, quarterback's going to keep this one and just runs into the pile, Steve. Like, just runs into the back of his offensive lineman and still able to pick up about 3 yards here.
Second down and 7 here. And I do think it's important for Hallsville to stay balanced here if they're going to have any success at the pass at all. If they just transition and abandon here to throwing the ball through the air, I think that is going to be hard to be successful against our skill players here in the backfield.
7:41 left to go here in the second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. Homecoming for School of the Osage as Hallsville tries to drive down this field once again and score. Quick throw out, trying to set up the screen, but it is immediately snuffed out.
Snuffed out by who? Ethan Wall out there making it happen. Nice job.
I thought you were quizzing me.
Well, I was going to I was setting you up.
Ethan Wall with the stop, I'm told.
I kind of paused to let you fill in the gap, but you didn't. So
I did. I was just going to let you take all the glory, Steve.
Fair enough.
As usual. 3rd down and 6 coming up now. 7 minutes left to go here in the second.
Well, you took all the fajitas at dinner, so I'll take some.
I wouldn't eat fajitas, Steve. Snap taken. Now quarterback's going to keep this one, and he's into the second level. Brought down right at the first down marker. Going to depend on the spot. And again, Cunningham having to be helped up to his feet.
They are moving the sticks.
And it's going to be a first down, but he is limping away from that hit. But a 1st down and 10 coming up now.
Gain of 6, 1st down and 10 right at the 25-yard line. Another second big 3rd down conversion of this drive. And again, just draining the clock on their 2 successful drives here.
New quarterback in here. Try and figure this out. Is this Drew Geisler? So Cunningham out on the edge now. Geisler will take the snap. And he's going to keep it himself too. And he is immediately hit and brought down.
No gain on that one.
That's Preston Glenn making that hit for School of the Osage. Sets up 2nd down and 10 now.
Preston Glenn, I know that name. Remember him passing through the middle school?
Did he hit you like that? Because I'd remember that too.
I'm much too fast.
Prove it. Foot race at halftime tonight.
You and me?
No, you and Wes qualifiers, and then the winner
He'll
faces
be
me.
busy with his flaming baton. He has no time for a foot race.
That sounds like a fun sandwich.
The flaming baton?
No, with the flaming baton, please. 2nd and 10 for Hallsville. Takes a snap. Now coming back the other way, they got it set up out on the edge as the quarterback hands it off and then immediately is given the ball right back. So the misdirection gets Osage going one way, and then they come back the other way with it. It's a 1st down inside the 10. So they bring in a new quarterback.
Flag on the field. We got yellow, and the ball's coming back this way.
Where's the flag at? I don't see it.
I don't see the flag.
I was trying to see where it was thrown.
They are coming back this way.
Illegal formation or illegal shift. So that'll take him back now, 2nd and 15 after the big gain. So Osage, and listen, there's probably, if you're an offensive coordinator, there's probably nothing more frustrating than saving up like a trick play like that and then showing it, getting a good gain, and then having it negated by a flag.
Yeah, you've already shown your cards there. You're not going to be able to go back to that one again. But it was, perfectly timed and well executed play aside from the penalty there. Big gain.
Cunningham back at quarterback with 5 wide receivers out now on 2nd and long. He'll take the snap, trying to get it over the middle. A lot of contact out there. And, oh, my goodness, Steve.
What are we saying here? There are There is yellow on the field.
Yes, but he had to be coached by Hallsville's coach to throw the flag. No flag was thrown. The Hallsville coach gets up in this guy's ear, and then the flag is thrown, and they say it's pass interference. And now here's the question, Steve. We saw Wilkes do this just last week against California, or 2 weeks ago against Eldon. It depends on where the contact is, and if the contact is near the line of scrimmage, it shouldn't be a penalty like that. And now Coach Jolly wants an explanation.
Well, that's fair. Here we're moving the. What are we saying here? So
it's a 15-yard penalty.
Automatic first down, I'm assuming. So,
no, not at this level.
Well, I'm looking at where the sticks are, though. So we are.
Yeah. So it will give them a first down for that. So just a confusing set of plays there. Coach Jolly still wants an explanation, saying that the contact occurred at the line of scrimmage, so it shouldn't be pass interference. Yet pass interference was called. 5:03 left to go here in the second. Now Cunningham takes it up the middle. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 2.
Spotting the ball at the 13-yard line.
To me, though, Steve, like having the coach tell you it's like saying, hey, that's a foul in basketball, and the ref being like, oh, you're right.
Well, you just wonder what's going on between his ears there. He was maybe already thinking that, and then, okay. But, yeah, it's not conducive for good officiating, right? I mean, if you're speaking and communicating to your coaches that, hey, just let me know what I need to call here.
Conducive.
I'm sorry. I couldn't figure out how to use conjoined.
Get out of here. Quarterback out to the left side now, trying to get to the edge. And he's got some blockers into that second level, brought down just shy of the first down marker.
Spotting the ball. Looks like I'm seeing the 7-yard line maybe.
Yeah, sets up third down and short, and we've seen this a few times already. It looked like Osage was going to get Cunningham right around the line of scrimmage, but he kind of kept the legs going, found a hole in there, and then just kept pushing forward for that extra yardage.
10th play of the drive, and the drive started, on just on Osage's end of the field here, just taking little chunks.
Snap taken by Cunningham, and he is pursuit and immediately taken down.
Is that Glenn again? Preston Glenn, his second big defensive play on this drive. Nice job. He was all over that.
Sets up 4th down and 3. I assume Hallsville is going to go ahead and go for it here. I don't know if they're going to bring the kicker in this situation or not. Don't know if they have it. You would think a team that goes for 2 on their very first touchdown may not have a kicker in lieu of Brady Clark.
That's a safe call.
So now 4th down and 3, a big play here for both squads. 3:07 clock running to go here in the second second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. 5 wide receivers out. Osage showing a different defense now. Snap taken.
Yellow on the field.
Yeah, flags out. Was it delay a game? Yeah, delay a game, and that is brutal, Steve.
2 plays in a row here where, it just seemed like everything was clicking right for the Hallsville Indians heading towards the goal line. And with that big play by Preston Glenn, they were getting right in their backfield and putting a stop to that. And now their own mistake here. 4th down and long. 4th down, we're calling 8 here.
Somebody didn't sync their watch. Was it you?
I don't have it. You haven't given me their armband yet.
Give me this watch back. You're done. You are no longer able to tell time.
I'm not watch-worthy?
You have to use the moon and the sun.
Oh, man. I need to watch a YouTube video about that.
That's fine. All right, here we go. 4th down and 8 now. 2:53 left to go. Cunningham rolls out to the right. Looking for his man. Has him over the middle. Ton of contact, and it's going to wind up being incomplete. Receiver left his feet, and Osage makes the play. Flag on the play, though, right at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what this call is. And this could be a big one. Holding on the offense, going to be declined by School of the Osage, so they will take the ball back. Crazy play there, Steve. The receiver left his feet in the end zone. The ball was defended, but Arrowwood still makes the play after the deflection. Completely legal to make contact with the receiver after contact has been made with the football. And then receiver goes to the ground after being up in the air. Arrowwood makes the great hit. And now it's 1st and 10 for School of the Osage. 2:47 left to go here in the second. Maverick takes a snap, hands it off to Arrowwood. He goes right side, now cuts back in, carrying a defender for an extra yard there, sets up about 2nd down and 4. Score tied up at 8 between these two teams. Clock running, 2:30 left to go here in the second quarter. 2nd down and 3 for Osage. Handoff goes to Drake, edge set, now to the outside. One man to beat, stutter step to the 30, 35, 40, cuts back in, lost the football, but picks it up himself for the recovery.
Scary for just a moment, but not, again, it's that straight arm there. You get him on the edge, you better be a sure tackler because that arm is coming out and he's going to create some space, turn that corner, and up the field it goes all the way to the 45-yard line.
Big Pacific Pools first down there from Drake Williams, as he did lose the ball there at the end of the possession, but able to come up with it. Arrowwood coming off the field. That might mean a little pitch to Colt Butler here, Steve. We've seen that a few times. Maverick takes the snap, now pitches it out. Colt Butler trying to get the edge set, now cuts back in, loses his footing, and goes down after a gain of 8, but a good run there from Colt Butler.
Ball going across midfield here to, maybe the 47-yard line of Hallsville.
Now Arrowwood back in. Butler will take a seat. 2nd down and 2 into Hallsville territory. 1:30 on the clock. Clock running. Maverick takes the snap, hands this one off. Arrowwood right side. Edge set by Drake Williams. Now Arrowwood, 2nd level, brought down, knocked out of bounds or near out of bounds. It's going to be another Pacific Pools first down, though.
35-yard line. Gain of 12 on that carry.
Yeah, clock runs. He was not knocked out of bounds. So Osage continues to move on the offense here. 3 wide receivers out left for Trusty. Arrowwood in the backfield now. Maverick takes a snap. Flag thrown. Clock stops. They're going to say it's on Osage. Must have been false start, maybe on a receiver out here on the edge. I didn't get a chance to see it. I was watching the ball.
Put the ball back at the 40-yard line.
1:14 left to go after that penalty. Osage with all 3 timeouts left, Hallsville with 1 timeout left. 1:14 on the clock.
First down and 15 here for Osage.
Maverick back in standard with Drake and Brock. Now hands this one off to Drake, trying to get right side. Gets to the edge. Now past the original line of scrimmage, knocked out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Osage. It is so hard not to just say Indians, but they're both Indians, so you can't do it, Steve.
You're so disciplined.
It's just the laser focus. I'm in mid-season form. Wait, it is mid-season.
It is mid-season.
I guess that's not as impressive now, huh? Maverick takes the snap on this one, hands it off. Arrowwood goes up the middle. You see him split the offensive line right near the first down marker. I think he's got it. We'll see. Yeah, they say a Pacific Pools first down there for Arrowwood. Good hard run between the tackles. And that just shows you the differing styles of this two-headed monster for School of the Osage.
Yeah, again, it's so hard to defend that edge, and so you get your defenders looking for that and then run it right up the gut, just like we did 2 times in a row here. Hallsville with the stop this time. No gain on that run by Arrowwood.
Clock will continue to run. Osage will take a timeout here. 45 seconds left to go. Our next broadcast will come to you live next week from Boonville, as Osage will finally go back on the road after having 4 of their last 5 at home, and then the 1 road game was at Eldon, so practically right up the street. But now we'll go to Boonville next Friday night, where the Indians will take on the Pirates. And while it's that's
Pirates?
That's a Viking.
Did I have too much R? Not enough.
I think you need more R. Let's try it again. Against the Pirates.
R, matey.
Okay, matey helps. Matey helps, yeah. Matey helps. So Osage will go up to Boonville next Friday night to take on the Pirates. And while that is not a district game, that is a conference game against a pretty good Boonville squad up there. And then in 2 weeks, Osage will be up in Ashland to take on Southern Boone in what will be a district and conference matchup. I believe Southern Boone is taking on Eldon tonight.
That could be a huge game for us, right? They could be a deciding game in the district, just depending on how things unfold here tonight. And a lot of football here to play just tonight before we can get ahead of there.
Steve, it's like me doing laundry. There's a lot of unfolding left to do. I didn't say I was good at laundry.
A lot of unfolding?
Yeah, I didn't say I was good at laundry.
Do you do laundry in your house?
I do. I don't want to call her out, but I do most of it.
Okay.
And the cooking and clean. I'm not done. And cleaning. I tell you what I don't do. I don't change the tires. I don't put up drywall. She does all the hard stuff.
Hey, listen, she puts up with you, and that's it right there. That's all I needed to hear.
God bless her.
Indeed.
2nd down and 9 coming up for the Indians here, coming out of this timeout. Osage 2 timeouts left. Hallsville 1 timeout left.
Ball what, the 20, just inside the 25-yard line here. Osage.
You know what? Let's say 24. What do you say?
Well, it's not quite to the 24, but it's close. But sure, 24.
You're okay.
I'm very precise.
2 wide receivers out for Maverick. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Has Butler out towards the corner, looking to find him. A lot of contact out there. Pass is going to be incomplete. I think they're going to say that the players I think their feet and legs got tied up there. So they're going to call it incidental contact. But you kind of saw how that one was drawn up from the beginning and what they were looking to do. Credit where it's due. Another great pass for Maverick Trusty. You're not gonna hold these incompletions against him. He's put it in a spot where Hallsville, again, really good coverage, putting it in a spot where only Butler could come down with it, just unable to make the play. Players got their feet angled up together.
Hey, and a great recovery by the Hallsville defender, honestly, because Butler had the step. He comes back in to flex the ball at the last moment. That was an impressive athletic move.
Trying to set up the screen for Arrowwood and just overthrows him for an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. We'll see what Coach Jolly wants to do here with 36 seconds left, ball on the 25. He'll bring out the kicker. We'll see if Clark can make it from here to give Osage the lead. Clark missed his first extra point of the season last week. It was actually blocked against California. Trying to reverse jinx it, Steve. This one going to be a 41-yarder if he can get it. Of course, kicked a 40-yarder earlier this season to beat Moberly as time expired. Timeout on the field. You can't ice him. He's got ice water in his veins, Steve.
Hey, Brady Clark has just the perfect personality. He's just cool as a cucumber. Doesn't get ruffled by anything, really.
That's a good point. I've never seen an uptight cucumber.
Have you ever seen a loose cucumber?
That's true.
I don't know.
Just all very straight-laced cucumbers in my life. 8-8 here. 36 seconds left to go in this second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. And, hey, don't forget to come back in halftime. Steve going to take on 4th grade as we've got 3 4th graders asking questions to Steve. We'll see if Stevie Madison can pass 4th grade tonight and move on to 5th grade. You nervous?
Had some bad experiences in 4th grade. It's kind of taking me back to a painful moment in my life.
You and me both, friend. A troubling year for me indeed.
Who was the ESPN commentator who used the phrase, as cool as the other side of the pillow?
Stuart Scott.
There you go.
My guy.
The late Stuart Scott.
The late Stuart Scott. All right, Clark out to kick this 41-yarder with 36 seconds to go here, 4th and 10 for the Indians.
That's the kind of question I should answer when I get to college.
Yeah, that's not a 4th grade question. Snap back, hold down, kick is up from Clark. Plenty of boot in it. Would have been good from, I think, 51, Steve, and it bounces through for 3 points for School of the Osage. What a kick.
Well done, young man. Second 40-plus yarder of the year. Just can't say enough. A lot of high school teams just don't have that option, and he just makes it look easy.
Kickoff coming up after this. We'll take a quick break and come back for that. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Years ago, I established a name synonymous with honesty. And today, Honest Abe's Home Services carries that torch. Ensuring your home safety with certified and insured professionals. Was the last handyman tinkering with your cottage certified? If not, my friends, you are gambling with your comfort and safety. Honest Abe's doesn't cut corners. Every technician is certified through Missouri Propane and fully insured. Because peace of mind should be a right, not a privilege.
Honest advice, honest prices, Honest Abe's. Call honestabes.com.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Osage Indians football. Back to the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Brady Clark kicks through the 41-yarder. A school of the Osage puts points on the board just before halftime. 31 seconds left to go here in the half. Kick is away, fielded at the 15. And now another good return from Hallsville, getting to the outside and just past midfield. It'll be another short field situation.
25 seconds left. I just feel like that's been a little bit of the Achilles heel for us in that first half, giving them short fields off the kickoff. So that ball is going to be just right on the 50-yard line there, it looks like. See what Hallsville elects to do with 25 seconds left, and doesn't look like they have any timeouts here, though. Did you already mention that they had no timeouts?
Well, that's all you, bud.
Okay.
Right at midfield. Did you mention that?
I did.
4 wide receivers outright for Hallsville here. Cunningham takes the snap, rolls out to the right. Gets his man in the flat, makes the catch, now has to get out of bounds. And you can make an argument that he was brought down inbounds, but no, they're going to say...
Moving the sticks. We're going to make that argument there.
Yeah, Gabriel Jenkins gets the catch. Or was that Lawson Burks? I think that was Lawson Burks. You don't know. You never, ever say an away player's name.
That's not true. I said Cunningham's name. It reminds me of Happy Days. Their quarterback, Cunningham. What's his first name?
Fonzie.
Fonzie
Cunningham. Fonzie Winkler Cunningham. Wonder who his parents like. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Out on the sideline, now comes back, gets him. The ball kept in bounds, though, but it's going to be a first down, so the chains will move. Clock will stop there, but the I was going to say music. The clock will start as soon as the ball is placed. 13 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Play coming in from the sideline. Cunningham takes the snap, looks to throw, has his man over the middle, and that pass is dropped. 4.5 seconds left to go on the clock there. Second down and 10. With 4 seconds left. Osage set to receive the kickoff at the start of the third, so this would be a big stop to get.
And it looks like for Hallsville, it's, again, this is their last chance here. They don't have any kind of kicking game that they've shown us yet. So they got one last attempt here with 4.5 seconds left to try to crack the goal line.
Cunningham, quick throw out, gets the screen set up on the edge.
Nice pop there.
Yeah, and immediately hit and brought down, and that's going to be the end of the half. So Osage will take an 11-8 lead going into halftime. 2 quarters of play in the books. Hy-Vee halftime show coming up. Stevie Madison coming up later on in the half. Come back and take a listen to that. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Whoa, Central Ozarks Medical Center, your health, our mission.
COMC has been providing quality health care in Central Missouri since 1979. From primary care, OBGYN, pediatrics, senior health, dental, and behavioral health. Go to centralozarks.org for a location near you or call 877-406-2662.
COMC, the healthy place to be.
It's football season, and your team to tackle all your fall boating and winterization needs is Kellysport. Kellysport backs our Camdenton Lakers, Osage Indians, and Mizzou Tigers. Your trusted dealer for Regal, Bennington, Tiara, Grady White, and Ski Nautique. Kellysport handles new and pre-owned inventory, offers financing, storage, insurance, and the best care since 1977. Walk into the end zone with ease when Kellysport leads the way. Look them up online or come in for the best customer service at the lake.
In a world where the real estate market is tougher than the gridiron, count on the play calling from Coach Matt Schrimpf and the Berkshire Hathaway team.
Winners never quit, they quit winners never win.
When the deal is on the line.
The inches we need are everywhere around us.
Count on Coach Matt Shrimp and the Berkshire Hathaway team to deliver the results.
It's game time.
Touchdown!
Matt Shrimp and Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Lake Ozark Realty.
Builders, craftsmen, you're the creators of spaces where people come together to work and call home. And you never settle. You need a partner who can live up to your standards. That partner is Mid-City Lumber, with the services and products that you demand. Like Milwaukee Tools, innovative tools that solve problems and increase productivity. Learn more about Milwaukee Tools and all the best products at MidCityLumber.com.
Mid-City Lumber, the contractor's resource from start to finish.
Custom railing stairs that gleam. Awnings made just like your dream. American Sun controls the name. Since 1985, they lead the game. Screen enclosures keep bugs at bay. Enjoy your summer every day. Family owned and local too. American Sun Control. Made for you!
This is Osage Indians Football on KQUL Lake Ozark. It's the Hy-Vee Halftime Show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here at school at the Osage High School, Craig on alongside Steve Adams. Wes working the camera for us tonight. And Chris Boom Boom Cannon back in the studio for you. We are live on MoSportsZone.com as well as on YouTube at MoSportsZone and on the KQUL Facebook page. 2 quarters of play in the books, and Osage up over Hallsville 11-8. Steve, both teams scoring on their first possession of the night and then punching in the 2-point conversion, and it's been pretty slow going for both offenses after that.
Sure, those opening drives, the teams just looked like they couldn't be stopped. We thought, man, we're going to have a shootout here in this first half, and all of a sudden the brakes were put on. And it's a lot tighter game than maybe what we anticipated at half, and certainly the tightest score that we've seen here in about 3 weeks here for Osage, really since that Blair Oaks game. We've had the games at hand at this point, up to that point against, of course, California and against Eldon. So I'd say Hallsville has to feel pretty good about their effort here, being in this one, having a chance. We've got the opportunity here as we come out in third quarter to take control of this game and build some momentum. And they really, gosh, it seems like running the ball. You look at our driving summaries. That first one, you rushed it in for a touchdown, but then we punted the ball, and we had a field goal then, and the most effective thing I think that Hallsville has done is they've just eaten up the clock with long possessions. We just haven't had as many opportunities to score as we'd like to see, and that's what's keeping that score so tight.
Yeah, I agree. I think Hallsville's just come out and controlled the football, dictated the pace of the game, and we don't keep track of time of possession, but it is probably severely lopsided in Hallsville's favor tonight. The defense done a good job of adjusting. Hallsville has kind of felt compelled to go through the air at some points, with Osage able to make the stop. Of course, the turnover with Brock Arrowwood coming up with the interception, but Osage been struggling to find stuff through the air as well. Both teams' secondaries playing well tonight.
Yeah, I'm only, if my records are right here, we've had 3 possessions in that first half. That's how you slow down Osage. Just don't let them have the ball, right? So looking good. Of course, we get to kind of alter the script here with getting the possession here in the first half. What I've got here in terms of some stats here, we've run the ball 17 times for 119 yards so far tonight, averaging 7 yards a carry. Only thrown the ball 5 times for 10 yards. So we just haven't gone to the air, just haven't felt like we've needed to very many times tonight. And then they have run the ball 21 times for 96 yards, averaging just under 5 yards a carry, throwing the ball twice as much as we have, 10 passes for 56 yards. So just a pretty balanced attack here. See what Osage can do to alter the script. I'd love to see us have a long, sustained drive, get the touchdown, get the stop like we've been having, and just kind of take over this the narrative of this game here in this third quarter.
You and I talk a lot whenever we talk about broadcast and things we say on the air and trying to avoid cliches. And you and I always run into it in basketball where we talk about the third quarter going to be so big for this game and kind of dictate things. But I really do think this first drive for School of the Osage where they get the football is going to kind of dictate how this second half goes for both teams. So it's going to be a big possession to come out. Right now, the 41-yard field goal for Brady Clark right before halftime is what sets the advantage for School of the Osage, 11-8 over Hallsville. Again, if you're watching on MoSportsZone.com or on YouTube, you're seeing the Queen candidates and class representatives being introduced. And we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll break down homecoming. We'll see if Steve is the Queen this year. We'll see if he gets it. And then we'll do a little Stevie Madison and get you set for local sports. But right now, Osage up 11-8 over Hallsville. Here at halftime, it's the Hy-Vee halftime show on Cool 102.7 Sports.
Hitachi Energy in Jefferson City is seeking beginning and seasoned welders. No certification needed. Gain knowledge and expertise from their expert welders in their Hitachi Welding School. Enjoy a safety-focused and climate-controlled environment while you work. With a benefit package that starts on day one and pay up to $27 per hour, Hitachi inspires progress for a future that you and your family deserve. Join their diverse team of professionals today by applying at HitachiEnergy.com. Lake Ozark Quarry, selling rock to everyone. Call today, 573-569-5654. Look them up online and Facebook.
We sell rock. We sell rock.
The Butcher Shop in Camdenton invites you to the Lake Ozark Biker Church. Services every fourth Sunday of the month, located behind the Butcher Shop in Camdenton. Feel the Holy Spirit at work and come have fellowship with the spirit of the Biker Church. The Butcher Shop is a strong supporter of the Camdenton Lakers, the Lake community, and our Lord Jesus Christ. The Butcher Shop, your home for lunch and dinner, meats, and pre-made goodies.
Hey there, all you thrill seekers and outdoor enthusiasts. We've got a lineup that's sure to rev up your excitement. It's time to putt-putt to the Motor Hut and experience a winning combination like never before. We're talking about the perfect blend of touchdowns on the field and perfectly manicured lawns. And the best part, when you catch the Laker football action, you'll snag the best deals at the Motor Hut's outdoor equipment paradise. Camdenton High School Laker football and the Motor Hut, your ultimate champions this season. Get ready to cheer on and transform your outdoors with us.
This is Osage Indians Football on KQUL Lake Ozark. It's the Hy-Vee halftime show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, and if you're watching along on MoSportsZone.com or on YouTube, you can see it is homecoming as the Crown Bearer and Flower Girl are making their way down here towards the coronation area. Steve, you want to give a brief synopsis or kind of just talk about who the representatives are and who the Queen candidates are as we tumble our way towards a coronation?
Sure. Freshman candidate Addison Dickerson, daughter of Brian and Becky Dickerson. Mr. Dickerson, of course, is the principal at the middle school. Great guy to work for. Sophomore candidate Evelyn Anderson, daughter of Jeremy and Crystal Anderson. Crystal is a teacher at School of the Osage. Jeremy used to be. Junior candidate Lily Neal, daughter of Stacy and Tim Neal. Stacy, school board member at School of the Osage. Lauren Adkins is our first senior candidate, daughter of Barron and Erica Adkins. India Aruz, daughter of, I'm looking here, Anthony and Margot Aruz. Talented tennis player Grace Maupin, a member of the dance squad, I believe, and she is the daughter of Monica and David Maupin. Molly Mayer, daughter of Morgan and Abby Mayer, big part of our sports program. I think she's a manager for the basketball team as well. Eliana Torres, who is the daughter of Amber and Anon Torres, I believe. And then we've seen the Flower Girl, Emlyn, is that right? Emlyn Carson and Parker Hutzler. And our returning queen, who is just now coming up here, Genevieve Roboto.
We saw her dance in Dancing with the Stars last year with her father.
That's true. That's true.
So Dancing with the Stars alum here. And, of course, homecoming. A lot of people have come out here. Good crowd out here tonight to see this 11-8 score. We'll hold off on Stevie Madison until we coronate a queen here, because I know that there are people interested in this, Steve.
I'm crossing my fingers. I don't know why.
Let's build up the drama here.
Somebody's.
Of course, Mr. Osage already been declared. So the Osage 2025 homecoming queen is, I'm going to say it at the same time Brad does, Miss Molly Mayer.
Molly Mayer. All right. Big fans of Molly Mayer and her family.
Great job, Molly Mayer.
Wonderful choice by the student body at School of the Osage.
And now she is Mrs. Osage. Can you believe it? Oh, and the fireworks going off. Our camera can't get over there. No way.
Oh, look at that. That's
Our
great.
cameraman shakes his head. It is not going to happen. So congratulations, Molly Mayer. Congratulations, Abby Morgan Mayer. Congratulations, everyone involved in this process. So we got a new homecoming queen, but does that mean that Steve will pass fourth grade? If you're just now tuning in for the first time for a School of the Osage broadcast, at halftime we've been doing Stevie Madison, much like the Adam Sandler movie Billy Madison, where each and every week Steve Adams has to answer 3 questions from a grade to pass that grade. I went up to School of the Osage, talked to youngsters in each and every grade, and they're the ones that are asking Steve the questions. Tonight, somehow, some way, after everything that he's been through, Steve has made it to 4th grade. So he has to answer 3 4th grade questions tonight from 3 School of the Osage 4th graders to move on to 5th grade next week. Let's go ahead and get this one started. First question, Steve. All right, I'm here with my 4th grade friend, Shayna Zonter, and she has a question for Steve. And what is that question?
What do caterpillars turn into?
What do caterpillars turn into? And this is a great question. Do you know the answer?
A butterfly.
That is correct, just like my friend Steve. Do you think he'll get it right?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, we'll find out. Thanks, Shayna.
Caterpillars.
No, that is incorrect.
Turn into beautiful butterflies.
Just like you, my friend. I am watching you.
What stage am I in?
You're cocooned.
I'm in.
Look at you, buddy.
I'm trying to break out.
I saw that plate of Mexican food you had earlier. You are in the cocoon phase right now, my friend. All right, you got that one. Caterpillars into butterflies. Congrats. Let's go. Let's try question number 2. All right, I'm here with my 4th grade friend Owen Test, and he has a question for Steve. And what's your question?
What color are the stars on the American flag?
What color are the stars on the American flag? And do you know the answer?
Yes, white.
That is correct. Do you think Steve will get it right?
Yes.
You must not listen, but that's okay. We'll see if he does. Thanks, Owen.
So, Owen Test, is that a neighbor of yours, Wes? Owen Test? Okay, so the son, I'm assuming, of Mrs. Test, who was a former student of mine.
That's correct.
Years ago.
That's not
I haven't answered the question yet.
All right, you got that one wrong.
So
unless it's just trivia.
The colors of the stars on the American flag are white.
I'm sorry, there are no stars on the. No, I'm just kidding. I thought that one might trip you up. I thought you might take a pause and be like, they're white,
well, honestly,
right?
when I first saw the question, I just saw colors and flag, and I thought red, white, and blue. But then I had to.
I wish you would have said that.
Yeah, then you would have, because you really want to fail me. You're that teacher who doesn't want their students to be successful.
It's 4th grade. What can I say? All right, one question to go. You're 2 for 2. Let's check out question number 3. All right, and for the final question, I am here with my new friend, Finley Murphy, and she has a question for Steve.
What was the first president?
Okay, who was the first president? And that's a tough one. Do you know it?
George Washington.
All right, you got it. Do you think Steve will get it?
Maybe.
Okay, that's a fair answer. We'll see. Let's find out. Thank you, Finley.
Finley, is that also a teacher's kid, Mrs. Murphy?
Yep.
Who I also had as a student.
Graduated with
me. I'm so old. Is that Diane?
Yeah.
And what was, I don't remember, Ziegler.
Yeah.
Ziegler, look at that. I should get points for this.
No.
Anyway, so Finley, the first president of the United States.
No. What? Who was? Sorry.
I'm confused. Are you trying to change the question? That would be George Washington.
That's right. 7-6. 7-6. Let's make it happen. 7-6. George Washington. 7-6. Represented up here in the booth tonight. Worldwide West holding it down with 7-6. Let's talk about local sports going on. We inch ever so closer to the start of the NHL season, as the St. Louis Blues playing preseason hockey this weekend against the Chicago Blackhawks. And then Mizzou football. Let's talk about what Mizzou football is doing this weekend. Absolutely nothing.
They're off.
Yeah, they got the weekend off. And then guess what happens next week?
They're playing Alabama.
Yeah, that's right.
And Alabama's playing Vanderbilt this week, so that's big.
Yeah, Vanderbilt ranked number 16, Alabama number 10, Mizzou number 19. So Alabama coming to town next week at Mizzou. Mizzou 5-0 right now, but that could be a tough one coming up for them on
Did you say we're going to Alabama?
No, they're coming here.
They're coming here. Okay, that helps.
They are coming here. And then, I got to tell you, I'm pretty pumped about this, Steve. Finally, the Chiefs are getting a primetime game. I have waited all season long to see the Chiefs play in primetime, and they are finally, we are going to get to see the Chiefs just on their own game, finally. It's going to be Monday night.
Are you excited about that?
I'm pumped, which means we are 5 weeks into the season, and the Chiefs have currently played on Friday, Sunday night, Monday night, and Sunday day. And have they already played on Thursday night? No, not yet. But I can't wait for them to. I can't wait for my Monday night to be Jaguars-Chiefs.
Who are you picking for that one?
That's a tough one. The Jaguars' defenses look good.
They have looked much better than I think I anticipated the Jaguars were going to look this year for sure. I think it's going to be a great test for the Chiefs, who seem to have righted the ship.
Yeah, Baltimore had some injuries during the game and came into the game a little hurt. But at the same time, the Chiefs looked good before those injuries took place. I tell you, as a known Chief disliker, I wouldn't even say hater, as a disliker, it was a little frustrating at times to watch that game on Sunday and see the Ravens take Derrick Henry out of the game on like 3rd and 2, because it feels like you have to leave him in. You don't have to give him the ball, but just at least to be a distraction or give the illusion of, hey, this guy could get the ball here. But he came off the field on so many third downs that it just made him pretty one-dimensional, pretty predictable. The Chiefs take advantage of it, move on to 2-2, and because of the Giants beating the Chargers, we are one Chiefs win away potentially from them leading the AFC West right now.
Yeah, it always makes you wonder what's going on behind the scenes when teams make decisions like that. So you have a running back as talented as Henry is. What's going on that they wouldn't leave him in the game? The Ravens looked rough for sure, but hey, we'll take the win. As rough as the Ravens look, the Chiefs look good. Xavier Worthy just looking like the superhero coming in. All he needed was a cape there to help him turn things around. But we'll see. We'll see if it's all an illusion against the Jaguars.
I disagree. I just feel like a cape makes you easier to tackle. They grab that thing, you're able to bring you down. I wholeheartedly disagree with the cape.
Did you watch the game last night? That was a lot of fun.
No. Who played?
Well, the Rams and the 49ers played.
Oh, it sounds like a fun one.
And the 49ers came up with a late win. Overtime win.
You could be making this up. I have no idea.
No, it's absolutely true. I was actually pretty conflicted.
I watched it, and I hated it, so I don't want to talk about it anymore, Steve.
I had 2 fantasy players on the Rams team.
Oh, let me tell you something.
And then I had one on I was just really conflicted.
There is no better radio than talking about your fantasy team. So go ahead, Steve. Let me have it. Who did you have going out there?
You sound like my wife. It's like talking to my wife about my fantasy team. She has no interest whatsoever.
Not the first time you've said that to me, Steve.
Well, first time on air.
Yeah. That doesn't make it any better. I had Nakua going last night, who was my first overall pick in the first round. I just said, this is a guy I want this year. I think he's going to be really good. And I feel pretty vindicated because Puka Nakua has been really good this year.
Really well. I had Stafford and Williams, so, he had 2 receiving touchdowns, which,
But that big fumble at the end,
that was not helpful. That took him back a couple points. But this is the last thing I'll say about my fantasy team. My opponent this week is Wes, our cameraman's son, so I'm beating up on him so far. We'll see how
that's got to make you feel good.
Oh, yeah. Beating high school kids in fantasy football.
That's got to make you feel good, Steve.
Anything to give me a little confidence.
Just a little bit of confidence.
I graduated 4th grade, and I'm beating a high schooler in fantasy football.
Things are looking up for Steve. Again, our next broadcast will be next Friday night from Booneville, Missouri. We'll go up and take on the Pirates here. Hopefully, we'll go into that game with a win coming out of this one. This game, pretty big implications in it as Hallsville is a conference and district opponent. Right now, Osage sits 3rd in the conference and sits number 1 overall within the district. So looking to keep a hold on the district right now, Class 3, District 4.
Hallsville coming in, 2 wins, 3 losses here. But I tell you what, they've got to feel good about what they have going here so far tonight. I'm, again, a little bit tighter than I thought we would be at this point. Be interesting to see what the conversations were there at halftime. Osage, you could argue we've had some really strong second-half performances in this season. I think specifically of that Moberly game where we kind of struggled. Well, struggled a lot in that game in the first half, but came out and was just a different team. We'll see what we have to offer here. part of it is just getting them off the field, right?
Yeah, I think that's the big thing.
Shorten their drives, get them off the field.
Well, I think a big thing on defense for the Indians is first down and really negating the big runs on first down and not letting them get in second and short situations where they can kind of dictate and run the ball twice to kind of shorten up those second and third down play calls. I think it's very important to make sure that we shut them down on first down and really put them in long situations so they're having to make some different play calls and make it a little tougher for them.
Hey, and let's talk about special teams, because I feel like special teams is a typical strength in our game,
Agreed.
but specifically in our coverage of the kickoff here, we're giving them some really friendly field position. That makes it really hard to flip the field and, just shorten their drive. So that's something I hope we remedy here in this second half.
Oh, hey, one major thing as far as local sports going on tomorrow. The Big Bass Bash starts 7 a.m. I will have the call for you all weekend long on Mix 92.7. Be checking in 3 times an hour from 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Live leaderboard updates. I'll be down there with Bass and Rob as we bring you the Big Bass Bash. The biggest fish this weekend caught.
Where do you set up down there?
PB2.
Yeah, we're at PB2.
Like at the far side of PB2. Down there, like next to... There's like a shop in the water down there. Yeah, their boat put in area. They set up a weigh station down there, so I'll be down there all weekend long. And the biggest bass caught this weekend going to net you $100,000.
So the first time to be on air tomorrow is right at 7 a.m. 7:15.
And I was talking to somebody earlier about this. Better odds than playing the lottery, because you get a scratcher's ticket. It's probably much less than one in about. I would say there'll be 500 to 600 anglers, maybe around there. I don't know the exact number. They never really tell us. And maybe it'll be 1,000 or 2,000, whatever it is. Pretty good chances for you to take home $100,000. And the format of this fishing tournament, unlike any other in the nation, is there are 8 2-hour blocks throughout the course of the weekend, and they pay the top 46 fish weighed in each 2-hour block. So, yes, there is an entry fee to get in, but as long as you place in any 2-hour block, you pretty much make your money back and then have a chance to make some big money over the course of the weekend.
What's the entry fee there?
Don't quote me on this. I want to say it's $90. Okay, $150. So they have bumped it up. So $150, $200 for 2 days, $150 for 1 day. I was way off with $90. But maybe that's what they pay. I'm not sure. But anyways, as it stands,
I'm paying $90 and you're paying the other $60.
That's fine. Well, then we're splitting the winnings whenever you win, Steve. But you can still sign up for that tournament. Check out the Big Bass Bash online. Go to Anglers in Action or Midwest Fishing Tournaments. If you're just now hearing about this and you're like, wow, yeah, I want to win $100,000. I want to catch the big fish. You can still get signed up for that. Boats and Water tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And then I'll have the call for you all throughout the weekend on Mix 92.7. Do it twice a year, thoroughly.
Interesting feedback for you on that.
Who was that?
That's my bride.
Well, you did say I sound like her.
Is that what I said?
I wouldn't say I was talking nicely about the Chiefs, more of just like, what were the Ravens doing?
What do they get per 2 hour if they win?
I don't know that off the top of my head. I will lead tomorrow off. You turn in at 7:15 tomorrow morning, Wes. I'll tell you what each 2-hour block wins. It's multiple $1,000s, though. Another short kickoff. This one goes to Dubs, and he breaks a tackle, gets near midfield, and is brought down, and Osage will take over here in the third quarter. After another good return there from Dubs, both kickoffs have been extremely short, and Dubs has been able to get back right near midfield. First one came out to Hallsville's 49. This one comes out to Osage's 49.
I'm sure Dubs appreciating the chance to get his hands on the ball and bring it up the field there a little bit. The senior making some good things happen for us here as Osage takes their first possession.
We saw Robert Dubs have that interception for a touchdown to start things off last week. First handoff goes to Arrowwood, and Steve, he hit the hole hard right there, really wanting to make an impact. Picks up 5, but he was going full speed as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage. So, like you said, we'll see what changes from both teams here in the second half, but I would see looks like a little ramp up in the energy and speed for School of the Osage here on offense. 2nd down and 5. This handoff goes Drake Williams, left side, edge set, now past the first down marker. Drags the defender for an extra yard, and that's going to be a Pacific Pools first down.
breaking across the 40-yard line to about the 37. I like what Drake did there. Sometimes he comes all the way out to the edge and tries to turn it upfield. He kind of cut up a little sooner there, found an opening.
Well, it's all a matter if they bring that guard, Steve, the opposite side guard comes out and tries to set the edge for him. And if he's able to get there, then that's an easy block to follow. This one goes up the middle now. Arrowwood kind of dancing behind the line of scrimmage, looking for a hole, can't find one. Still able to get 2 yards, though, to make it 2nd down and 8.
Right at the, let's see, right at the 40.
35.
35. There, I was looking at the wrong one. Thank you, sir.
10:40 left to go here in the third. Osage, first possession of the second half. Oops, sorry, man. Tight quarters up here. 2nd and 8. This one goes to Arrowwood. Gets a lead block now through the second level, past the first down marker, and another Pacific Pools first down right at the 25.
Just exploding through the line of scrimmage right there. Again, you don't need much of a crease when you are just blowing through the line like that.
Yeah, these first couple plays here in the second half, Steve, he has been running hard. Now Arrowwood will come off, and this might be another pitch out to Butler, Steve.
You called the last one.
Maverick, pitch out to Butler. Good block out on the edge by Drake. Now Butler cuts back in, breaks one tackle. Good block downfield from Schreiman. Butler into the end zone, touchdown.
25-yard carry for Butler there again. I love it how just seeing what he did is the same thing as what Williams did. We got
flag is back, though. Maybe my call of it being a good block is incorrect.
Where are they taking the ball here? We are coming back the other way. Oh, that's hurtful.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Personal foul on Hallsville. So the touchdown will stand. What a run by Butler, Steve. And that block down at the goal line. Schreiman is blocking 25 yards downfield. That just shows a commitment to the run game, blocking downfield like that, because you don't know if Butler is coming your way or not. You're just down there blocking, and it was that final block that sprung him into the end zone.
And Butler just having a good sense of where he was on the, just cutting up a little bit, not taking too far out, seeing the opening, seeing the crease, following was blocking there, and he's just got the speed that if you give him a little bit of space, he's going to be hard to track down.
Steve, we said after the first game and really after the second game that Butler was a name that we anticipated saying more and more as this season went on. And right there, that was a beautiful run. Beautiful run from the sophomore Butler.
Yeah, as an opposing fan or coach or athlete, you see that as a sophomore and you think, oh, man, what's going to be? That's not the last time we're going to see that. So we're going to enforce that on the kickoff, or what's going to happen here for the personal foul?
I think that is what's going to happen, yeah. Osage out for the extra point. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. Osage scores on the first possession of the third quarter. 18-8 up on the board, a 10-point lead for the Indians. 9:56 left to go here in the third. Take a break, come back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
This is America, where football means football.
As the bumps and bruises of football season and life build up on our bodies, wouldn't it be nice to soak away those issues in a brand new Bullfrog Spa from Pacific Pools? Enjoy stepping away from the rigors of life, the aches and pains of the past, and current injuries, arthritis, or stress of the workday. Get yourself into Pacific Pools and order your new Bullfrog Spa today. It only takes 21 days to construct and ship. And listen to the Lakers take the field, all while soaking in your new Bullfrog Spa. This is Osage Indians Football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
First possession of the third quarter. School of the Osage takes it down the field. Colt Butler 25 yards into the end zone. And yes, that personal foul on the play on Hallsville will be enforced on the kickoff. Brady Clark likely to put this one through the upright, Steve.
Hey, that'll help us. You know, as we have, they've had some pretty effective kickoff returns here against us.
Sure.
So if we can put it through the back of the end zone, that'd be great. On that previous drive, 5 plays for 51 yards, 10 yards a carry. Of course, that average upped by Butler's 25-yard touchdown run. That's how you take control of a contest here, coming out in the third quarter, making quick work, getting the short field and taking advantage of it.
We talked about how big that first possession for Osage was, and they put it in the end zone. Now Clark will kick this one away. Even more impressive than making it through the upright, he hits a pylon. in stride, knocks the pylon. I don't think, listen, I'm going to pretend he was doing that on purpose.
Hey, you know, that's what would be more fun is if he had just like turned to one of his teammates. Hey, watch this. I'm going to hit the pylon.
Yeah. So that'll be a touchback. Hallsville will have their worst starting field position of the night, 1st and 10 at the 20.
And so they're in a position here, down by 10. They need to answer. We're looking for an opportunity. Let's get them on field quick here so we can score again.
Well, Hallsville's key tonight has been ball control and time of possession, but they're down by 10, so they're going to need to score a little bit quicker here than maybe what they want. Now a fake option here. They get the throw set up, and a low throw results in 2nd down, bounces in front of the receiver. I like that play, though. At times tonight, Hallsville has done a great job of using misdirection, getting Osage defenses to move, the defense to move one way, and then they come back the other way. But just a bad throw right there winds up being an incompletion.
Yeah, I think part of that comes from feeling a little pressure there as he's rolling out. He's getting a little heat on the edge and felt like he had to deliver that ball a little quicker than maybe what he wanted to.
Now 3 wide receivers out left for School of the Osage. Hallsville takes the snap, gets the quick screen out to the receiver. But a great play out on the edge by Drake Williams as he makes the play. Brings down the receiver.
Fighting off the defender there, getting through the block, and then stopping the play for maybe a yard is what they're going to give him here.
Let's take a look at the Osage secondary coming into tonight. Here's a handful of players who have made plays for the Osage secondary this season. Schreimer, Butler, Dubs, Clark Arrowwood with the interception earlier tonight, and Eric Murphy's made some plays for this defense as well. 3rd down and long. We'll see if the secondary can make a play here. 18-8 on the scoreboard. Osage out in front by 10. Hallsville 3rd and 9. 9 minutes left to go, and a false start going to drive them back a little bit further. Be 3rd down and 14 now for Hallsville.
Spot the ball, I think, at the 16-yard line there.
Three wide receivers out right, 2 out left. Hallsville likes to spread the receivers out here. We'll see what Cunningham wants to do. 3rd down and long. Now here comes some pressure. Throwing it over the middle. Hunted out. Schreiman with the interception. He's got some blockers. Gets one from Dubs. Now spun around. Stays on his feet. Doesn't go out of bounds. Gets a block inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Schreiman. The interception for a touchdown for the Indians.
Wow. Again, I'll brag on our pass defenders, man. They are putting them up against any other team. Schreiman just tracking that ball down, and then his ability just to find open space when he should have been brought down back here, maybe the 35-yard line.
Should have been tackled. Should have been knocked out of bounds.
Right. I mean, he was just tiptoeing that sideline at one point, turns the whole field around, finds the gaps right up there, and just walks into the end zone.
Just a huge play, Steve, for this defense. And we talked about the first possession for Osage, and the offense comes down and score, and then the defense turns defense into points. Snap back, hold down, kick is up and good. Back-to-back touchdowns for School of the Osage puts them up 25-8. 8:50 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Take a break. Back with more after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Take a break and make your escape to the hidden gem of the lake, Old Kinderhook. Golf the finest course and dine at the best restaurant, the Trophy Room. Happy hour is 3 to 6. Enjoy prime rib Friday and Saturday. They've got a wine list that matches its cuisine and spa for your golf swing. Old Kinderhook invites you to escape today. Come stay and play for a weekend. A proud supporter of your Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians. Look them up online and Facebook. Let's get back to the action of Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
An interception for a touchdown for Hunter Schreiman. And Steve, last week, Hunter Schreiman, 0 catches after his huge breakout game 2 weeks ago against Eldon, but making a huge impact here tonight as Osage hasn't gone through the air a lot, but Schreiman coming up big on the defensive end, getting the pick, and then tiptoeing down the sidelines, springing a block, and into the end zone he goes.
Hey, and that sequence, let's go all the way back to that personal foul, which puts them in poor field position. Our defense plays stingy there, puts them in a 3rd and long where they have to throw the ball. And again, I think that plays to our favor here. When we know they're throwing, we have some great defenders to make that difficult.
And now a pooch kick, and it's going to be recovered by the Indians. The blocker over there just not paying any attention. He goes back to set up a block for his return man, and Osage sprints down the sidelines and recovers it.
And you can just see several Hallsville athletes, they're just kind of dumbfounded. What happened right there? So a strength of their team this first half in terms of kickoff returns has turned into disaster here in this third quarter.
Flag is out on the play. We'll see what the call is, though. Offsetting personal fouls.
So what is that going to mean here for...
Play will stand. Osage will keep the football. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 29. What a sequence of plays here in the third quarter.
Well, just the perfect script for Osage, as you were talking about trying to flip this game, and just a nightmare of a series here for the Hallsville Indians. Going into halftime, feeling good about what they've accomplished, score 8-11, and then things have just fallen apart for him in just a matter of minutes. I mean, we're talking in, 3.5 minutes here, things have fallen apart for the Hallsville Indians.
Listen, you and I both knew it as soon as we saw it. You kind of feel for the Hallsville player. As soon as that ball was kicked, he turned his back, and he came back. He was going back to set up a return, and the ball just landed perfectly in a spot. Then that might be something that was spotted by someone and pointed out. So a beautiful kick from Clark. Now here on 1st and 10, Arrowwood hits the hole hard, brought down right near the first down marker, right at the red zone. It'll be 2nd down and 1 coming up for School of Osage.
Nothing fancy about the Osage attack right here. Just hand it off to Arrowwood right up the gut. With his energy and our blocking on the line here, we'll just take this to the goal line.
2nd down and 1, 8.5 to go here. This handoff goes to Drake Williams, right side, now trying to get to the outside. Block on the edge from Schreiman. Staying on his feet, dragging the defender out of bounds. Certainly enough for a 1st down just outside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians at Pacific Pools, 1st down.
Gain of 8 is what I'm getting here. What are we spotting the ball with right about the 12-yard line?
And, whenever he gets wide like that, Steve, it doesn't feel like he's picking up positive yardage because he's going east to west a lot. But then you look up and you're like, oh, he got 10 on that player. Oh, he got 8. So good job by Drake Williams. Now 1st and 10, just outside the 10 at the 12. 8:19 left to go here. Handoff to Arrowwood. Hits the hole hard up the middle, following his blockers. Knocks a few forward, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 4 here.
Spotting the ball about the 7-yard line here.
Maybe 5. We'll change that number there to 5. Inside the 10 now. Osage a chance to blow this one wide open. We might see a reversal here in the second half where Osage might want to take the ball control. Trusty hands this one off. Drake Williams now cuts back in. Hit right around the 5, being pushed from behind near the end zone. Brought down just shy of the 1st down marker. Going to be 3rd down and short.
Going to call that the 3-yard line here. Gain of 4.
Seven and a half left to go here in this third quarter.
Big 3rd down conversion here, or hopefully just get it in the end zone here.
Maverick in the pistol, 1 wide receiver out. Defense in tight for Hallsville. Takes a snap, gives to Arrowwood, follows his blocker. Hit right at the goal line. They're going to say he got in.
Boom.
Arrowwood running hard and puts it in for 6 for School of the Osage. And Steve, 11-8 at halftime, and in a matter of 5 minutes, Osage is now up 31-8. 5 minutes. 3 touchdowns.
It's amazing how what can seem like little mistakes turn into huge mistakes, especially when they just compound when they're right in a row there. The personal foul penalty.
The interception.
The kickoff.
The kickoff,
just those 3 things right there, and all of a sudden the game is just totally flipped.
Kick is up and good. Clark puts it through to put Osage up 32-8 now. 7:08 left to go here in the third quarter. Take a break, come back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
At Lake Regional Health System, excellence is everywhere. In the care of a nurse, and the dedication of a doctor. As our pursuit of excellence continues, we're proud to announce our membership in the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Their specialists in research supporting ours, because excellence lives here. Learn more at lakeregional.com/Mayo.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Osage Indians football. Back to the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
32-8 on the board here. School of the Osage out in front over the Hallsville Indians. It was 11-8 at halftime, 3 touchdowns later in 5 minutes, and it is now 32-8. School of the Osage out in front, and this puts Hallsville in a tough situation. They need not just a good kickoff return here, Steve. They need a great kickoff return.
Hey, the game's about adjustments, and Hallsville was getting some great kickoff returns, and so we give the young man Brady Clark some direction of where we want him to put the ball, and it turns into a nightmare for Hallsville, just in the middle of nowhere, and we're able to recover it.
And now they're going to bounce it out there to him again, and he's going to field it at the 25, and immediately the ball comes out, a fumble, and Osage recovers.
You're kidding me.
And it is. So the kickoff is fielded. The hit is made. The fumble happens, and Osage recovers.
And so they score off the interception. Osage scores off the short field from just taking the kickoff from them. And now we're doing it again here. Another short field, spotting the ball at the 22-yard line. Woo! It is a nightmare of a third quarter for the Hallsville Indians.
Go right to the end zone here. Maverick in the pistol takes the snap, hands this one off. Drake Williams, left side, gets a block, second level, stiff arm, 10, 5, cuts back in, touchdown, Drake Williams.
Wow. You said go to the end zone. I don't know if that's what you meant. I think maybe you thought they might go.
I thought they might throw
through the air, but Drake says, I hear you, Craig Allen. I will take it there myself.
He said, I am Mr. Osage, and I will do as I'm told. With the touchdown. Touchdown, Drake Williams. What a run. A 18, 22-yard touchdown? 22, yeah.
22-yard touchdown. $27 unanswered points here. Am I counting
Make it 28.
Right here? 28.
Yeah. Extra point is good. 39-8 on the scoreboard. Hallsville needs to do something here as Osage has come out in control here in the third quarter. 6:56 left to go in the third. We'll take a break, come back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Where there's smoke, there's barbecue. Hi, I'm Greg Dierberg. You heard that right. No liquid smoke flavor at Dierberg's. It's all smoke fresh with apple and cherry wood at each one of our stores. From brisket and wings to my personal favorite, smoked salmon. If you can smoke it, Bob's Barbecue has it. It's time to rethink your BBQ and try something truly extraordinary. Stop by and see what's smoking today. It's fresh, it's friendly, and for slow smoke barbecue, it's Dierberg's.
This is Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, 39-8 on the scoreboard. 6:56 left to go here in the third. And Steve, very little in my years of broadcasting these games has left me speechless, but the first 5 minutes of this quarter have certainly left me speechless. 28 unanswered points in 5 minutes of play for School of the Osage.
Can I do the previous drive summary?
Please.
One play, 22 yards. One rush, 22-yard touchdown. That's pretty effective, right? That's it.
I was probably like your 19th best call. And now a long kick from Clark, fielded at the 5. And making the tackle just shy of the 20. We'll set up 1st and 10 for Hallsville.
And Hallsville saying, hey, we have a successful kickoff return without turning the ball over the first time in 3 tries here. We'll take that as a win.
Yeah, what a wild set of plays here. 39-8 now on the scoreboard.
So it looks like actually we're spotting the ball at the 19-yard line.
And that is how you come out in response in a second half here on homecoming week, no less. And speaking of homecoming week, Steve, we got a chance to be in the parade on Monday.
That was a blast.
It was a great time. Our cameraman Wes drove for us. Steve had the great idea of walking next to the van, and
I don't know how he did the camera and drove at the same time. That was
I
impressive.
wore a GoPro. He wore a GoPro. He wore a GoPro.
It's
I thought
all
about it.
about you, Craig.
Let's just set up that GoPro joke. We had the idea, Steve, first down run there for Hallsville. We had the idea of walking next to the van, throwing out candy while Wes drove. And there were about 5 people behind us at the parade. And we got so far behind at points that it seemed like we were a completely different parade altogether.
Hey, I loved it. We just needed a banner in front of us. And we would have been
the band, just our own band out there playing in front of us. Yeah, we were definitely grand marshaling our own set of the parade. But I had a blast out there. Saw a lot of people. Oh, big hit there in the backfield. And that is... When you see the highlights later on this week on the KQUL Facebook page, that is likely to be the COMC healthy hit of the game right there.
Is that Nathan Lee? Who is that?
Brody Price.
Brody Price.
With the big hit there.
Yep. Backing the ball across the 30-yard line to the 29.
I actually got in trouble because I fired a Tootsie Roll at my mother, and she wasn't paying attention.
Did you hit her?
Oh, I drilled her. Now,
was she on my side?
No, she was on your side.
Yeah.
So you didn't throw her any candy, so that's your fault. Initially, I threw one at her, and I hit the woman next to her. So if that woman is listening, I need to profusely apologize because I drilled her, too.
And then you threw another one?
Well, I had to get her, yeah. And now another big hit out on the edge. Staying on his feet, continues to go. That play blown dead.
Ooh, that's frustrating for
Yeah.
Hallsville right there. Was that Christian Herring, I think maybe was the first one making contact on that one.
Yeah, and they're saying forward progress was stopped. Coach Jolly over there, he's yelling as well. Everybody's mad, Steve. So they blow the play dead with forward progress. 3rd down and 13 coming up. But yes, it was great to walk in the parade. Saw a lot of people. There were so many people out. I mean, the strip is still covered in candy. So if you got a sweet tooth, you can go over there, and I guarantee you can find some in the turn lane.
There is so much candy we just drove by.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't throw your mom candy. I thought, Teddy Sue, there's candy all around the ground. Get up and pick up the candy.
Making me cringe whenever you say her name like that. I don't like that you can get away with it, and I don't.
That's why I do it.
5 wide receivers out right. The pylon says 2nd down. The scoreboard says 3rd down. Cunningham rolls out, throws it over the middle, looking for his man. A little bit of contact out there. Good coverage from Brady Clark, and the pass is incomplete. Flag in the backfield. Personal foul, roughing the quarterback, and that'll likely result in a 1st down.
Bring the ball out. They're still walking here. Past the 40.
Yeah, it'll be a 1st down.
For sure. To about the 43-yard line, it looks like we're going to spot this ball.
And if you didn't get a chance to make it out to the parade, you can go to the basic regular School of the Osage Facebook page and find pictures of the parade on there. And there's a gym up there of me.
That was pretty special. Right? Did Rob Adams take that picture?
He did. Oh, setting up the fake screen, trying to throw it downfield, and honestly, they had it. Butler, a little late to react, to come over with the coverage, but the throw was just not on target, thrown short of the receiver, and it winds up being 2nd down.
Well, you talk about a team here just trying to make sense of what has happened over the last 5 to 7 minutes and just kind of lost their spirit and fight a little bit.
Hey, how do you stop a rolling avalanche coming towards you? You know, like you don't want to stand in front of that snowball that has crescendoed into a giant snow mountain.
Well, that's a great picture you just painted for us there. Nice job.
It is the season.
It's like a Bob Ross painting right there.
Now,
oh, my goodness.
Run out to the left side. Cunningham cuts back in, and he's hit by Herring from behind, but the big gain from Cunningham, and that might be enough to spurn this offense forward a little bit. Another 1st down for Hallsville. Got some space over there on the left side and winds up getting the big run for the 1st down. Didn't try and go out of bounds either. Cut back in, and that was a pretty good run whenever he cut back in.
39 yards is what I've got on the run. It took the speed of Christian Herring to catch up to him and get the stop.
1st and 10. Now they get the ball out on the sideline. One of those little screen situations again. Picking up about 5 yards there.
Spotting the ball at the 13-yard line.
I wasn't even ready for the play there, Steve. I was looking elsewhere. Look how the play's going. 4:30 left to go here. 5 wide out. Quarterback keeps this one on the run. Into the front line. Picks up about 3 and then knocked back. So 3rd down and short coming up.
Ball right about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, maybe 3rd and 1.5, 3rd and 2.
Hallsville Indians showing some life here on this drive. Started all the way back at their 19-yard line, and here we're knocking on the end zone.
Good hit, and that's going to be a loss of a yard, as that was takedown by the Osage defense. That was Caden Langelier with the tackle.
He's had some big plays tonight.
And this is it for Hallsville. I don't mean to exaggerate. I don't mean to be hyperbolic, but this play is it for them, Steve. 4th down, inside Osage territory, inside the red zone, just giving up 28 straight points. This is their chance to answer. They have got to convert this 4th down. Maybe that is hyperbolic. It seems extreme. And Hallsville going to have to take a timeout. They just don't get the play in time. And it winds up being a timeout for Hallsville. So we'll take a timeout as well. 3:11 left to go here in the third. 39-8 on the scoreboard. School the Osage out in front. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important. But warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading Air Ease products. Every Air Ease product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling. For reliable products offered by reliable people, call DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
Let's get back to the action of Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
3:11 left to go here in the third quarter. 4th down and 4 coming up for Hallsville. And live on MoSportsZone.com and the KQUL Facebook page just threw up an image of all the coaches that are part of this Osage team this year. Quite a few of them making it happen. 4th down and 4. Going to keep it himself. Out to the left side. That's enough for a first down. Just kind of goes barreling into his blocker. And Hallsville had to have that.
So it's going to set up 1st down and goal. Looks like from the 5-yard line. Gain of 6 on that important, essential conversion there, 4th down conversion. They need 5 more here to get 6.
And now here comes the blitz. Cunningham keeps it himself, but he is squashed between 2 Indians.
And this Langelier again, delivering the lumber.
Second down and goal from the 5 now, Cunningham. Man in motion, and he's going to take the handoff, going left to right. Hit is made, stretch to the end zone, referee out of position, and he's going to say that he's just short. I mean, I shouldn't just be like that, but I don't know how that referee can make that call from 5 yards behind the play. Do you?
I'm not going to criticize you or the ref. I'm going to say
Smart.
third down and goal from the 1.
Because you have to ride to Boonville with one of us next week, and the other one might be there. 3rd and goal, going to keep it himself. And Osage meets him at the 1, makes the stop. Number 88.
Is that 88 or is that Robbins or?
Oh, yeah, it might have been 66. I think his jersey kind of folded in on itself. I think that was 66. So 4th down. A big play for Hallsville here once again. 2 minutes left to go in the third. Cunningham takes the snap. He'll keep it himself.
Oh, I think he's in. Let's see. No signal. No.
And they're going to say no good. Wow-wee. The Osage defense making the stop. And if the 28 straight points, Steve, wasn't enough to kind of break the back of this Hallsville team, Hallsville gets the long drive and gets stopped at the 1 on 4th down.
80-yard drive all the way to the 1-yard line, and you would think with even just Cunningham could get it in, but that's a heck of a stop here to pull off here. Talk about a bend but don't break. That's as far as you can go without breaking here, and
now we're in the shadow of the goalpost here. 1st and 10 from the 1-inch. Oh, and Maverick uses the hard count, draws everyone off sides, a ton of motion. But they're going to say maybe a false start. Did we get our own guys to jump? Yes, so a ton of motion down there. And they're going to say, wow, so that's half the distance to the goal.
That's a tough.
I like how the referee picked the ball up and moved it. Yeah, he turns it sideways. This is as close as I can get it. So 1st and 10. I thought it looked like they jumped, but I think we might have been trying to insinuate the movement as well.
It always makes you nervous when your huddle's in the end zone.
Maverick takes a snap, hands this one off to Arrowwood. Arrowwood finds some room on the left side, just keeps churning the legs and picks up 7. 2nd down and 3 now. 1:30 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. 39-8 on the scoreboard. School of the Osage out in front.
And that's just, the brainless call there. That's the obvious call. Hey, we're in a 1 yard from our own goal line here. Let's just give it to Arrowwood. He'll find the crease. He'll find the space. He'll slice up that defense, gets us 8.
Now Maverick looking to throw, trying to find his man downfield, has Schreiman back behind the defense, and then just making.
Did he come
No,
down?
he did not come down with it, but the flag comes in. Pass was slightly underthrown, and I think that might have been to the detriment of Hallsville as Schreiman turns around to come back for it, and the defender just runs right into him. Doesn't make any kind of play on the ball. And as pass interference states, you kind of have to make a play on the ball. Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards. It'll move it to a Pacific Pools 1st down for the Indians.
Hunter Schreiman just again finding ways to impact the game in a positive way for Osage. He had a step. If that ball's thrown just a little bit further, maybe he gets it and takes it to the house. But comes back a bit, makes a play on the ball, forces the contact. We get the penalty. Ball being placed about the 26-yard line here.
So 1st and 10 for School of the Osage.
What are we saying here? Stopping the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I haven't seen any yellow on the field, but we're trying to figure something out. I don't know if it's we got a substitution here.
I think they're saying some kind of substitution issue, maybe. Maybe Schreiman didn't go in the huddle. You know how they are about that kind of stuff. So
I didn't see the flag ever, but we're taking it back.
Oh, was there a flag? Okay.
I didn't.
Maybe it's a ball spot. Yeah, maybe they're challenging the spot of the ball. They don't tell us. Okay, we're just trying to make heads or tails of it, folks.
Okay, so the ball was the 26. What we're saying, it's the 23 now.
1:09 left to go here. Handoff Drake Williams, left side. Cuts in, now cuts back out. Breaks one tackle. Past the 1st down marker, knocked out of bounds. Another Pacific Pools 1st down for this Indian offense. Osage Indians. I did it. I didn't mean to, but I did it.
Oh, we got you. Nobody doubted you. Where are we spotting the ball here? At the 35-yard line, right on the 35. 12-yard gain is what I've got.
1:03 left. Clock stopped after being knocked out of bounds.
Well, it'd be a beautiful thing to see a 99-yard drive here for a touchdown.
I mean, that's basically 100. They'd have turned the ball sideways on that half the distance of the goal, so.
Oh, that's going to take us back 5. Hunter Schreiman a little eager there, I think.
Pre-snap penalty.
What are we saying?
I don't know what's happening anymore.
We're a little confusion here and everywhere. We're just going to replay that, basically.
Looking for the pass and finds Schreiman out on the edge. Now he's going to break one tackle. Almost out of bounds, cuts back in, spun around by the face mask, and that's going to be another penalty.
Woo! Ryder Schreiman, man, he knows how to walk that sideline and make it happen. And they're just desperate to bring him down, grabbing everything they can. And unfortunately, part of what they grabbed was the face mask. So we get the pass. We gain to about the 40-yard line here. But then we're going to get another 15 on top of that.
So Osage driving now down the field. That penalty. And, there's been some stuff called that we're not really sure what happened. But that one was pretty sure. Pretty obvious. West did a great job seeing that face mask in real time. And Osage just outside the red zone now. Maverick hands this one off to Arrowwood right side. Cuts back in. Drug down right near the 20. And that'll set up 2nd down and 5.
I feel like this is the kind of drive that really sets some teams apart here. When you're in the shadow of your own goal line here and marching down the field here. We're already made it about 80 yards down the first. Yeah, 80 yards down the field here.
Quick throw out the wall. He tries to spin out of it. Almost lost control of the ball right there, and it winds up being 3rd down.
Maybe a gain of 1 here. 3rd down, about 5.
So that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Osage will be up 39-8 after 3. We'll take a break, come back with the start of the 4th quarter after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
When it comes to your safety, hire the best. Elite Security Services delivers professional, highly trained security for your business, condominium, home, or event. Backed by years of law enforcement and military experience, their team offers unmatched protection you can trust. Elite sets the standard for excellence in private security. Call 573-280-8018 today to discuss your security needs. That's 573-280-8018. Elite Security Services. Protection, precision, peace of mind.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Osage Indians football. Back to the game. On your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
No date. 3 minutes, or excuse me, 3 quarters of play in the books. Cameraman up here trying to confuse me about wedding dates and wedding stuff. Osage up 39-8 after 3 quarters of play, starting in the shadow of the goalpost on this drive. They drive down the field now, 3rd down, and I guess about 4 or 5 coming up for Schoolie Osage.
You love getting those life-altering questions just as you're going on.
Right on as I go on the air. Are you going to have kids? And you're back.
What are the names?
What's your vows?
Maverick takes the snap, looking to throw. Good cut there from Schreiman. Cuts it out. Oh, and I think we're going to say incomplete there. Yeah, Indeed. He tried to make a move there right as he caught it, and it winds up being incomplete. Trying to maybe make his move just a split second before he brought that ball fully in. I think you could have made an argument that that's a catch and a fumble, but at the same time, they're going to say it's incomplete. And Osage will bring the kicking unit out on the field with 11:53 left to go here in the 4th quarter. 39-8 on the scoreboard.
What, 35, 36-yarder here? Am I counting that right?
36-yard attempt coming up.
Look at that.
What, you guessed like every number, Steve. I would hope you got it. What is this, like 35, 36, 37, 38, 39-yard field goal?
7-6.
Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is up.
No.
And it is no good. And Wes has jinxed Brady Clark into missing a field goal.
That's the death of 7-6 right there.
That's never going to get off the ground like that. So a missed field goal from Clark gives the ball back to Hallsville, down 39-8, 11:48 left to go here in the 4th. Of course, Wes, a history teacher up at the middle school. 7-6, a very important number for him, as that is the year of independence.
He's a good history teacher, too. He does a great job.
He taught me earlier.
And the year I get to retire.
And the year he needs to retire. Just don't look up what age George Washington was when he died. Cunningham takes the snap, calls his own number up the middle. And he had that big run that broke out on the last drive. Clock will move, though, on that one. No first down. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Let's change this to the 4th quarter. Man in motion pre-snap. He'll take the handoff, going right to left. Trying to get to the outside. Good chase there from School of the Osage. Brought down just shy of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd down and short coming up for Hallsville.
Spotting the ball, maybe the 28-yard line here.
3rd down and 3 for Hallsville.
Gain of 5 on the previous play. Here's the problem. They need to cover the field a lot faster than what they've shown they can here. Their strength has been running the ball, and they're not going to make up 30 points, 31 points doing that here in 11 minutes.
Yeah, they get the first down there with that run, which will stop the clock until the ball's set, but it'll continue to move. So 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line for Hallsville. 4 receivers out against this Osage defense. Now rolling out to the right. Throwing it deep, Arrowwood lines it up, comes up with the interception. Now cuts back in, looking for a blocker downfield. He's got Murphy. Murphy cuts back. There's a flag on a block. There's a couple flags down, and another flag comes in, and everyone's throwing their flag for good measure.
We need to open our window. I got a flag. I want to
throw it out there, Steve. So Osage comes up with the turnover. Once again, Arrowwood. And if I'm Arrowwood at film tomorrow, I'm like, guys, I'm trying to get to the end zone here. Stop holding on this return. Personal foul on Osage after the interception, so Osage will retain possession here, but it will drive them back. A personal foul on Hallsville, so maybe not. Illegal blow to the head on Hallsville. Look at this. Hey, look over here. Look at this shot by Wes.
That's
just really getting in there. I can read lips.
Where are they going after the game?
They're going to Chili's. They heard the
triple dipper.
They said great cameramen eat at Chili's before the game, and great referees eat thereafter. Where'd you eat, Wes? Okay, I like it. He should have been our cameraman a couple weeks ago when they brought us barbecue.
Stop saying things about food. They're
I know. I was just confused now. All right, so they move the ball back. They move the ball forward.
It's the hokey pokey, folks. Put your right foot in, put your right foot out.
So Arrowwood, 2 interceptions tonight. Schreiman, an interception, returned for a touchdown.
I just can't get over how Hallsville was just playing the perfect game that first half, playing exactly how they needed to play to compete and have a chance to beat Osage. And then that third quarter just falls apart, and they're just not a team that's equipped to make up a deficit against us. They're matching up against our strength and pass defense. Just not going to be able to do it here. So we're getting the ball at, the 29-yard line? Really just kind of between the 29, almost the 30-yard line here.
Then 20 left to go here. Maverick back in the pistol. Hands this one off. Drake Williams right side. Good pursuit from the Hallsville defense. Drake breaks 2 tackles before being dragged out of bounds. Maybe a loss of 1.
Mr. Osage might feel that one in the morning. It was a lot of work to get to the sideline here, and it looks like we did lose a bit.
Rockbridge up over Camdenton, 42-7 the score there right now. Versailles losing as well. And then, I guess we're not covering Eldon tonight. Have to find an alternate means to see what's going on at Eldon tonight.
Brock Arrowwood upended there. He's the one with the carry gains. 3 or 4 here. Going to spot the ball about the 26-yard line.
Under 9.5 minutes left to go here. Osage with the football up 39-8 in the fourth quarter. Just a tonal shift in these two halves. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Maverick looking to throw. Wants to find Schreiman deep. Schreiman. Oh, my goodness. Did he come up with that football?
He came up with the ball, and we've got flags all over. 2 penalty flags. Certainly going to be defensive pass interference here, but he comes up with the catch. Whoa, did they wave it off?
I don't think so. They say pass incomplete. I guess he didn't come up with it down there, which makes me feel a little better, because if he had come up with it, I feel like I should have reacted a little better than I did. But I think I was just more in shock that he might have come up with it. But, yeah, the defender not playing the ball at all, Steve. That's good defense in basketball, but in football, that is not good defense.
So that's going to take the ball. Where are they spotting this? I'm looking maybe the
We're going to go inside
14-yard line, 13-yard line.
Going to go inside the red zone here. 1st down and 10 from the 13 for School of the Osage. 28 unanswered points. Honestly, 39 unanswered points from School of the Osage here tonight.
Yeah, that's true. They scored the first touchdown. Here we go. Brock Harwood right up the gut.
Going right side, yeah.
About the 5-yard line.
Going to be about 2nd down, and we'll say 2.
Gain of 8.
8.5 left to go here in the 4th quarter. 39-8 on the scoreboard. Steve Adams passing 4th grade tonight.
It's big. You know, my 4th grade was traumatic because the teacher I started the year with was not the teacher I ended with.
Do we need to go further into this?
I don't really ever know what happened. But the teacher I had was let go.
Well, on the other side, what is the call here? I guess they're going to say Arrowwood's down at the 1-inch line. These refs, Steve, are leaving a little bit to be desired.
They are stingy with the end zone here. We're not just so that's right. 1st and goal from
and we saw this last night in Rams-Niners. Could be huge, Steve. Instead, Maverick under center, and here comes the push of the tush.
No signal yet.
And then to the end zone. That's what we're going to call it, the push of the tush. And Matt, did you hear Brad Yoder call out the tush push over the PA system?
And that's patented, bro. You can't just be saying that. We got a copyright on that.
That's why we got to say push of the tush. We got to have our own thing for it. I can't believe he called it the tush push over the announcer. Tremendous stuff. Touchdown, Trusty on the ground.
Yeah, and you knew that's the way the whole play was set up. That's what was.
You knew it was going to be a push of the tush. It just doesn't roll off the tongue, I guess. Kick is up and good. Osage out in front, 46-8. 7:39 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Take a break. Come back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Polylift boat lifts. In 1975, Gerald Ford was president, gas was 53 cents a gallon, and Saturday Night Live debuted. It's also the year Polylift Boat Lifts was born. 50 years later, Polylift is still the best boat lift you can own. Trust Polylift, built with quality and integrity for 50 years. Remember, for the last 50 years and the next 50 to come, you know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
This is Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Touchdown on the ground from Maverick Trusty right at the 1-yard line, and Osage up 46-8. If you're just now tuning in, I want to let you know that it was this game started 8-0 Hallsville, but more importantly, it was 11-8 at halftime. 11-8 at halftime.
I had the feeling that it was anybody's game. It was going to be a tough contest, and then even not just the 3rd quarter, like 4 minutes of the 3rd quarter, and it all just turned upside down.
You want to know what's crazy, Steve?
Absolutely.
If I'm Hallsville and I come up against School of the Osage in districts, I'm just showing them the first half, and I'm saying, these guys are beatable. Look what we did. Look what we can do against this team.
Yeah, just think, hey, if we just fix I just can't believe what turned about is, again, the kickoff return was a strength in the first half for Hallsville and a nightmare in the second half, right? 2 turnovers just on kickoff returns
back to
alone.
back. Yep.
And then you combine that with the interception for a touchdown. So 3 scores right there in a row, just off mistake. Hey, let's just not make those mistakes.
Yeah.
And we're in this game. Osage kicking the ball off. Hallsville going to start their drive at the 20-yard line. Brady Clark kicks it right to the end zone here.
7:39 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Looking for a quick screen out to the outside. They get it to their man. Now knocked out of bounds. Lawson Burks with the catch. Picks up about 7. You know, a lot of these sports, Steve, especially the ones we cover, you know, basketball, football, it kind of just comes down to take care of the basketball, don't turn it over. Just in the simplest terms, and that's how you can win some of these games, and that's what we've seen School of the Osage do this season. There is
Yellow
mass
on the
confusion.
field here.
Yeah, that play was not. The play didn't get snapped. I think everyone went but the center.
That's never good.
Yeah, listen, that's a guy you need to go. Okay.
They're going to lose 5 on this one.
If everyone is going but the center, we got a problem. So a 5-yard penalty will back him up. 2nd down and 9 coming up now. Under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 46-8 on the board. School of the Osage out in front. People that weren't watching this game but keeping an eye on the score, they have got to be so confused as to what happened here tonight. I watched the whole game, and I'm a little confused. 2nd and 9, 6:43. Looking for another quick screen. They get it out to him on the edge. And I think that's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got a coach above us who was not very happy about that right there. So we're spotting the ball at the 31-yard line. Good for a first down.
Hey, if you were going to be critical of anything on this Indian team through these first 6 games, and I'm not one that likes to really be critical. I think you know that, Steve. But tackling has been an issue for Osage. A lot of missed tackles for this Indian defense so far this season.
Yeah, and that'll lose a close game for you for sure.
That tackle not missed as the hit was made right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down coming up. Clock under 6 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Hallsville hit a place that it doesn't really matter what position they are in the field. They're going to have four plays to try to get a first down, try to make something good happen.
Now looking for another quick out to a receiver, stretching the ball out. I think that's going to be enough for a first down, and it is.
Spotting the ball about I'm going to say the 42, maybe 43-yard line here. Gain of 12 on that pass completion. New set of downs.
Five minutes to go here in the fourth. 3 wide receivers out left for Hallsville.
Boy.
This is probably I think this is probably the most flags we've seen in a game this season. Would you argue with me?
No, I just throw a flag on you.
No, I'm just asking. Would you please?
Encroachment, is that what I saw on Osage? So they've yet to mark the penalty here.
Yeah, they'll move it forward. Some of these penalties have stupid names. Encroachment.
You're not a fan of encroachment?
Surely we can find a better phrasing or word for it.
So first down and 5 here.
Throwing this one out, another quick hit out on the side, and that's no gain, so it'll be 2nd down and 5 coming up. Good tackle out there on the perimeter, maybe 1 yard. 4.5 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, our next broadcast will come to you live next Friday night from Boonville, Missouri. We'll be live up there on 102.7 as well as MoSportsZone.com and on YouTube, MoSportsZone page on there.
Road trip, baby.
Yeah,
you gonna let us stop and get something to eat?
Do you have to ask?
Hey, well, Wes is going to be going with us this time. I thought maybe you might let him do
Nope.
that. No?
Okay, maybe. Handoff goes up the middle. And now breaking a tackle
through.
into the second level. Brady Clark, one guy to beat, but Colt Butler chases him down and chased out of bounds. I think that's Dalvin Smith.
So we're taking the ball all the way. See where they spot it here. Inside the 10-yard line, maybe the 7 is what I'm looking at here. I will call it the 8. Gain of 43 on that run.
Yeah, biggest play of the night.
Hallsville Indians just trying to find something redeeming out of this ugly second half.
Looking for the quick play out. They get it out to the receiver on the edge once again.
We didn't want to go out of bounds.
Spun out, stopped right at the sideline, and then he's like, I guess I have to go out.
Spotting that at about the 6, gain of a couple, I guess. .252 left in this contest.
Man in motion pre-snap. Fakes the toss, now up the middle and into the end zone. Landon Cunningham punches that one in for Hallsville.
46-14 on the board. They'll look to go for 2 if it is consistent with anything they've done the rest of the night. And nope, I see them setting up a tee here, so they're going to go for the extra point, which makes sense.
Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and clears the uprights.
Not over by much.
Didn't have to be. 46-15 on the scoreboard, 2:33 left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. We'll keep it here to again remind you, next Friday we'll be at Boonville. 2 weeks from now we'll be in Ashland, where the Indians will take on the Southern Boone Eagles. And then in 3 weeks' time, we'll be right back here at School of the Osage as St. Francis Borgia comes down to take on the Indians.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to make that trip.
Yeah. Borgia taking on Father Tolton tonight, so that'll kind of be a litmus test for them. Borgia came into tonight 4-1 on the season. And Borgia is in, I mean, we'll kind of get into it as we get to that game, but they are in the district Class 3, and they are in the district that will play the winner of the district we're in. So there's a lot of moving parts there, Steve. Did you keep up?
I'm well. You drew it up on the board there, so it was helpful.
You can draw it on the board. Touchdown. It just doesn't have the same ring to it, I guess.
You're no Brad Dealer.
But your kids are going to love it.
Oh.
Back to the Future.
Somebody said, hey.
Adoring fans. For me.
Yeah, they caught my
Didn't wave
attention
at
just
you.
so they can. Who was that?
Yeah, some friends from the bank.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have any friends at the bank.
No, not anymore. You don't. And as far as I'm concerned, you never will. Oh, kick fielded and taken down at the 27-yard line. I think that was Murphy. What's Maverick doing out there on the kick coverage, or did he come out there?
That's his number, right? What's he doing?
Was he out there on kick coverage?
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe they
That's
thought it was going to be
okay.
an onside kick, and maybe he's on our hands team.
All right, so Osage has the ball at the 27-yard line. We're at 2 minutes and 28 seconds left at the end of this contest. We just need to eat up some clock and call it a night.
Handoff goes right side. Arrowwood hits the hole hard. And just those blockers, Steve, getting downfield. The fact that Arrowwood is brought down after about a gain of 8, and he has linemen blocking people down the field right next to him, 8 yards down the field, kind of shows you how Osage is doing with the running game here tonight.
Yeah, gain of 8, and I tell you what, if you're if you're a lineman blocking for Brock Arrowood, you better explode off that line because he's going to be by you before you get a chance to make a block.
Yeah, he's showing some real speed here in the second half. I love watching him play. Takes a snap, hands this one off. I believe that's Herring. And now Herring cuts back in. Spin move, tries to stay on his feet. I think he lost the ball, but he came up with it. So Christian Herring checks in. And you know what? When he's gotten time to get in the game, Steve, he has put up some positive plays.
Yes, he has. He has lightning speed. He's a junior. We'll get to see more of him, not just this season, but next year as well. He seems like he makes more of an impact defensively here during the heart of the game. He gets some carries here late in the game when our starters are kind of done for the night.
1:13 left to go here. Osage set to run about maybe 2 more plays to wind this one down. Maverick going to run the play clock down, likely just to take a knee here, and they will. So they'll have to do that one more time to end this game. 46-15 is going to be your final score of this one. School of the Osage up by 3 at halftime, 11-8, and they will take home a 31-point victory in this one. A beautiful second half from School of the Osage, one of the most dominant halves of football we have seen this season. They came out, scored 28 points within really the first 5 minutes, honestly, the first 5 minutes and 4 seconds of that third quarter to put this one out of reach and put it away and bring home a win to make them 5-1 on the season. This is now second, third, and fourth place in Class 3 District 4 that the Indians have beaten this season. That kind of strengthens their hold at the top of Class 3 District 4, likely to host districts in the postseason, depending on what happens here in the next couple weeks. But a great game from School of the Osage tonight and a win for them. Clock runs out. We'll take a break. Come back with the high-tech post-game show. Talk to either Coach Jolly or if he wants to send someone else up to talk, we'll talk to them too, and we'll get you set for next week at Boonville. High-tech post-show coming up after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Big hits belong on the field, not your car. When life throws you a hard tackle, High-Tech Collision and Auto Body is your MVP for complete collision repair. You've seen the big yellow trucks. Now remember, they fix your vehicles too. Fast, friendly, and hassle-free. Experience the High-Tech difference in person, online, or call 348-9070. Proud supporters of the Lake community, Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians. Go Lakers. Go Indians. Go High-Tech.
My car!
Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. I want to tell you about our award-winning collision repair department. We can repair any make or model and make it look like new. Our staff is second to none and works hard to get you back on the road as fast as possible. We offer free transportation for your convenience and peace of mind during the repair. Come see us today for all of your collision repair needs at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett.
ShopHewlett.com. Shop Hy-Vee for a week of smile-worthy savings. Get a 6-ounce Hy-Vee yogurt, any flavor, for 39 cents each. Gatorade sports drinks are 5 for $5. And wake up to the smell of Hormel Black Label Bacon. A 12-ounce package is $3.77. There are more savings with your Hy-Vee Perks card and digital coupons. Shop Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Springfield.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
Dooley Overhead Door has been a trusted name around the lake area for dependable and quality garage doors. Our business is continually growing, and we are looking for motivated, energetic individuals to join our team. With an outstanding reputation, Dooley Overhead Doors needs more installers that are trustworthy, have reliable transportation, can pass the drug test, and help build our company here at the lake. Please send your resume to dooleydoors@socket.net or call 573-348-4399.
I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. In my book, we're going to be winners. He is gone.
Game analysis, stats, and more. It's the Osage Indians Football Postgame Show on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, this one in the books as the Indians, School of the Osage Indians pick up the 46-15 win over the Hallsville Indians tonight. The score, can't really reiterate it enough, 11-8 at halftime, and then Osage came out, turned on the Jets there in the second half, and really walked this one away within the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. Steve, what do you have as far as summaries for both teams?
Well, here I'm looking at just the drive summary for Hallsville. You can't throw 3 interceptions, one of them being a pick six, and turn the ball over on 2 consecutive kick returns and expect to be in any game, right?
Yep.
And if you want to look at some of the stats, you could argue that they were statistically in the game, okay? If you're looking at total runs, we had 37 to their 36. We ran for 251 yards to their 213. We averaged almost 7 yards a game. They averaged almost 6. I mean, you look at, okay, that's a competitive game, but then you look at the turnover battle, including turnover on downs, and just too many big mistakes right there in that third quarter. You work too hard to stay in a game for a half than just to give it away with some big mistakes at inopportune times. And, that's the difference between the two teams now. We take care of the ball. I'm looking over, do we have any turnovers at all? I don't know that we have any turnovers at all. Just played a really clean game. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 rushing touchdowns, a field goal, maybe 5 rushing touchdowns and a field goal here. Just smart football. We didn't have to put it through the air tonight. I have us down for 8 passes, so somewhere in the neighborhood of that for 36 yards. We just didn't have to go through the air, and honestly, Hallsville, anytime they had to go through the air, it really did not spell good things for them with the 3 interceptions, but good for Osage here tonight.
Yeah, just to kind of quantify what I want to say with this, sometimes not so good teams kind of make turnovers, but I don't think Hallsville is a not so good team. I think that's a talented squad over there, but good teams force turnovers, and we saw the Indians really force turnovers tonight. Brock Arrowwood just reading those plays, coming up with the interceptions, and the kickoff is the one that I want to talk about the most, where special teams was kind of a detriment in the first half for School of the Osage. That was kind of where Hallsville was getting the bigger part of their advantage, was with those great kickoffs, setting up short field for their offense. But then in the second half, that short kickoff just kind of, someone saw something. And they said, hey, this kid is just turning his back to go to block every time you're kicking it. Let's kick it right at him. But to be able to have a weapon like Brady Clark who can go out there and execute a plan like that, to say, we want to kick it right at this one guy, and he be able to go out there and do that, that kind of, that speaks volumes, because that gives you just another weapon on top of a great offense and a great defense. So, the special teams, while not great in the first half as far as kick return coverage, really was a focal point in flipping that game at the start of the third.
Hey, if you're scouting Osage and you're looking at their defense, if you're going to have success, we've seen teams have some success running the ball against Osage. But if you find yourself behind and having to throw the ball, you better look out, man. Because they're going to come and put some pressure on you, and their defenders are going to put you in some tough spots and make you pay for that. So
when the Osage defense is getting the offense in places that they want them, second and long, third and long, that's when that secondary really is ramping up. And at times, bend don't break. They let them get the first down. They let them really have these long, sustained drives. But when it mattered most, the defense stepped up, made the turnovers. And while there's 15 on the scoreboard, that was a last late-minute touchdown for Hallsville. They pretty much scored on their first drive and then got outscored 46-8 after that. So the defense turning it up after that first possession for Hallsville.
Things may feel a little different next week here. On the road, going to Boonville with a tough opponent. Going to get a difficult test, toughest test we've had here in a few weeks, probably since Blair Oaks for sure.
Yeah, Coach Jolly coming up to join us here. He should be here in a few seconds, so I'll give a shout out to say that we will be in Boonville next Friday night against the Pirates up there. You can find the broadcast live right here on 102.7 as well as on MoSportsZone.com, including other local area games and coverage, as well as on YouTube. Search MoSportsZone on YouTube. Find the live page underneath that user account, and you can find all the live games going on at that time. And then something we've started doing this season is we stream the games on KQUL's Facebook page. So all you got to do, navigate to the Cool 102.7 Facebook page, and it'll have the live, like little live thing on the profile picture there showing you that we are live, and you can find the game there on that Facebook page as well next Friday night as Coach Jolly comes in here, sits down, puts the headset on. Coach, obviously a tale of two halves, but I kind of want to talk about this first. Hallsville in that first half kind of showed the recipe of, not just beating Osage, but really beating any team. Ball control, long sustained drives, keeping your defense on the field. Your team only had, 2, maybe 3 possessions there in the first half. Didn't get a lot of opportunities there in the first half, but you came out and then really executed in the second half, putting Hallsville in the position and situations you wanted them to be in.
Yeah, I think it was an excellent job by their coaching staff to kind of take the identity of knowing who they are. And like I said with that, I feel like we're a more talented football team than Hallsville. But all week long I've been talking about, they're dangerous and they're well coached. They've got some explosive guys. But for them to come out and push the ball between the tackles, I thought was really smart. And to be honest with you, it took the wind out of our sails. Our kids were almost waiting for them to make a mistake. And that's definitely not a spot we want to be in, but hats off to them for putting us there. But again, just being patient. I think when you're comfortable with your identity and kind of know what you can do or what you're capable of, you just got to trust your guys will get it figured out.
Your team kind of steps it up there in the second half, forcing some turnovers. You have back-to-back kickoffs that wind up resulting in turnovers and getting the ball back for you. You put up 28 points in 5 minutes and 4 seconds and really kind of wrench control of this game in the start of the second half.
Yeah, and we talked about that at halftime. It was really just about, before the game, we talked about execution and emotion. And we just didn't execute real well in the first half. And, it was a little bit different. We didn't throw the ball as much tonight and did some other things. And that's what I talked to him about in the huddle is if we're going to win games, if we're going to be a quality football program and we're going to win games, then we need to learn how to do it. And what I mean by that is just, stay away from the penalties, stay out of the fray and all that stuff, and just execute and do the things right towards the end of the game and kind of get out of there.
A lot of coaches talk about being in midseason form. Now that we're in midseason, I know you're looking to be in postseason form. How much improvement can this team make heading to the postseason from here?
A lot, and we talked about it. It may not be the same improvement that you think or maybe everybody on the outside looks at, but there is a ton of stuff that happened on that sideline, not all bad, just of stuff that maybe, and I talked to him about, you got to learn how to win games like this, and sometimes when you haven't been in that situation a lot, it's hard to figure out, and that's what I think people don't understand. Even though you're winning, it doesn't make it easier on the sideline. It really doesn't, especially if you look at it like I do, because I'm always trying to press, whether it be kicking another field goal, getting another opportunity, whether we needed to or not. It's like, hey, how do we were glad we got our hands team out there tonight, even though we didn't need to. It's just those things. And then what you do is you put it all together, and then in week 10 and 11 and those things, that's when it becomes real important.
Well, Coach, you got the win tonight. Headed up to Boonville next week. You kind of have control of Class 3 District 4, but I know it's about just getting this team ready for the postseason.
Yeah, control is week 10, and week 10 and week 11 is the control is anybody can beat anybody anytime.
Yep.
And that's what we talk to our kids. We can have the best thing in the world, and then week 10 be checking our stuff in. So it's going to be important that we press the gas. But, our kids have withstood our preparation to this point. I'm looking forward to them getting started this week for Boonville. They're pretty awesome.
Coach, congrats. We'll see you next Friday night at Boonville.
Thank you.
That's Coach Shannon Jolly joining us here for the Rock Island Insurance Coaches interview on the High Tech Post-Game Show as School of the Osage picks up the win tonight here over Hallsville, 46-15, the final score here. And we'll get you set again next week. You can find us on MoSportsZone.com as well as on YouTube, MoSportsZone, and on the KQUL Facebook page. But for tonight, Osage moves to 5-1 on the season with the win over Hallsville, 46-15. We'll be back here next Friday night as Osage takes on Boonville up in Boonville. For Steve Adams, Chris Boom Cannon back in the studio, and Wes, our cameraman, I am Craig Allen. Thank you for listening. This has been a presentation of Cool 102.7 Sports.
The classics.
Wait, whoa, not that classic.